Let's go, baby.
Yeah. For the 90 now.
90 now.
All heads realize.
Wrekonize.
Real heads on the rise.
Wrekonize, my brother.
Boot camp coming through. 1,
Click,
2,
click, click,
3.
and the night.
3, 2, 1. Represent my son. Show him how it's done. Yeah. What up? I heard that you got.
What up? This
Yo,
is
yo.
The 90 now, and we chilling, we're kicking the 5 favorite albums of 1993.
93.
93, man. And just a heads up, we didn't give some honorable mentions of 92. So at the end, we'll rattle off some wicked albums you just can go check out or whatever from 92 that we didn't touch on.
Because we ain't reshooting this shit, man.
Nah, man. It came into my head for about 3 seconds. I was like, nah. Just tag it on later.
Just fucking tag it
on the
on
next
later,
one,
man. We'll
man.
add that bitch on like a sticky, like.
Yeah, slap it on like another sample.
So
at
if
the end
you're
of the
following
track.
along, we're up to 93, man.
93. We'll bounce into it.
It
with
was
the
a
first
hard
album.
year, man.
This was an extremely hard year. This is probably one of the craziest hip hop years.
It's
I
getting
reckon,
harder, man. Yes, this was
This
a,
is like
a boom.
This is a boom.
Boom.
This is where the boom bap starts.
Who's the boom king?
But and it's only getting harder from here. Like there's a space of like here within the next 3 to 4 years where it's just flooded with insane albums, just packed.
Squashing motherfuckers.
Dude, just crazy album after crazy album.
Walking across the stage, chanting.
Stomping on MCs.
Eat up MCs.
We're going to do this shit in alphabetical order as usual.
No
It's
particular order.
No best to worst, nothing like that.
Number 1, man. What you got, son?
Number 1, alphabetical order. We've got A Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, again?
Again, man.
Again and again.
But there's a reason, man. Again and again. Midnight Marauders, bro. This is a remarkable album, dude.
Oh, bro.
This is like one of those albums that defines hip hop almost, I reckon, man. This type of album I'd give to anyone to show.
Yes, yeah.
Anyone who's not into hip hop.
Like
they're
a filthy casual.
Yeah. Or even just like if an alien was like, what is hip hop?
Well, we're taking it to Mars. So.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, well, listen to this. You know, I'd show anyone this. I'd show my fucking nana this shit.
Yep.
Grandma, I'm fucking sending Midnight Marauders your way.
The thing, I think, like, to add on to that is, like, it's a fucking... It really put jazz funk, man,
Dude, it's...
into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah. I reckon it's one of the grooviest albums there is, man.
I know there was bands around, or groups around doing it before, but fucking, they took it and they really... Like Jerry did with the G-Funk, they did that with the jazz funk.
Yep.
And fucking...
And then you, like, even Gangstar's Hard to Earn comes after
Oh,
this,
yes,
and
yes.
probably took inspiration
Yeah,
from that type of shit,
100%, man.
That's a hell jazzy
Yep.
sort of album, too. That's
Even
something that I
Redman.
Yeah,
I would
dude.
imagine he's got some influence from this, man.
Influence.
Fucking,
But
this
it's
is
a 14-tracker, this one. Their
14.
third album.
third album.
What's crazy about Tribe, man, is every album, they're just getting better and better. Your third album, 3 albums deep, getting better, bro. Beats, rhymes, everything.
We always talk about how they sort of fall off.
These guys just got better.
They got better, man.
To a point.
To a point, yeah, there's always a point. But that's all love, dog.
They're so love, man.
Rest in peace, Five.
Yeah, dude, rest in peace.
If you didn't know, if you haven't been watching, Tribe Called Quest is Q-Tip, Five Dog, and Alicia He Muhammad, the
Yeah.
DJ.
And, Jerobe's not in at this point.
He's
But
not
I
in
remember
it.
reading some stories. Q-Tip was saying that apparently he came out and he was in the studio for heaps of the recording. Just because apparently he's a hell funny dude. And he's like, he just brought heaps of the vibe that we
Okay.
loved. So he'd just be in the studio just making jokes and like,
All
everyone
right.
would be laughing. I was like, that's sick though. That's still cool. And he's like, I don't want to really be on the album or credited or anything. He's like, but I'm keen to fucking be there while you're doing it and shit. And
Sick.
that's cool.
I bet you was spewing when it fucking,
Yeah.
when he seen it charting.
This sounds good.
Because it peaked at 8, which is decent.
Decent, dude.
Jive label, and like you said, it was produced by Q-Tip and Large Pro.
Large Pro did Keep It Rolling.
Keep it rolling.
He did Keep It Rolling. And that Smif-N-Wessun, we've mentioned him before.
him.
He did 8 Million Stories, the Five Dog track.
Okay, that's
You
a
notice
good
like every album except the first one, well, at least I haven't listened to all the later ones too intensely, but there's always a Five Dog track
Yep.
just to give Five his fucking
Yep,
time.
yep.
And it's always sick, man.
Because because there's a few songs on here that's just Q-Tip too.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I always would love to know like how you decide that. Like who, you got two dudes with some ego, man. The young, popping, coming up, fucking bitches and shit.
I reckon there'd be some arguments for sure.
So look, man, let's hear your verse.
Well, I remember hearing for the last album, they got that Butter track, which is just Fife.
Oh yeah.
Apparently there was a big argument over that one because Q-Tip was meant to be on it, but Fife's like, nah, this is my track. I'm doing all this track. And
We've been hogging tracks way back when.
Yeah.
So.
And then Tip's like, all right, I'll just do the chorus. And he's like, all right, sick. You do the chorus, but I'll kill every verse on this track. And that's what happened, and it was sick for it, I reckon.
Yep.
But I love this one too. I reckon Fife's flow is so catchy, man.
Yeah, man.
Like he's got one of the to me, it's so catchy. Like the lines that are always sticking in my head are Fife lines.
Yep.
He's got such a flow that's like, it's simple.
Yes.
But it's wicked. It's like formulated to where you could write it out and see how it's structured or whatever. But it's just so catchy because of it, man. I reckon it's like one of those dudes that mastered his flow.
Yep. Yeah, I like the raspiness, man.
Yeah.
I've always liked that. And it's interesting to know, if you don't know, never seen any interviews with him, he hated his voice, man.
Yeah, hated it.
He didn't like it at all, which is funny. I think that's comical.
I reckon they contrast wickedly together, though.
There's such a
When
good...
you hear like...
compliment each
the
other
nasally
beautifully,
sort
man.
of not up in your face Q-Tip that's sort of sitting back real chilled, and then Fife comes out and it's like they turn his lyrics up a little bit just to give him that oomph and like hit you in the face, then back to Fife. It's wicked back and forth.
Yeah,
it's killer.
He's definitely not a hype man. He's definitely
no way.
You couldn't have a Tribe Called Quest without
No,
Fife,
you couldn't.
man.
Yeah, otherwise it's just
Q-Tip.
Q-Tip. It's a solo man thing.
It's a solo man thing.
It is.
Which should be dope, but it's not Tribe Called Quest. What's some of your? Did you start at the top or?
I think so. I started trying to do that at least.
Sick.
Trying, man.
Because I've got just like even the intro's killer, man.
Dude, yeah.
It's got a nice intro on it.
Yep.
Who's the chick they sampled?
I found out, but I can't remember. It's the daughter of some other like singer.
Okay.
And apparently they wanted her because she had like a really monotone voice.
Yeah.
And they wanted it to sound exactly like it would like
News reportery.
Yeah, or when you're like calling up someplace.
Okay,
and,
yep.
it's just like
an
that,
operator.
Yeah, that automated thing. And like Q-Tip was saying,
Please
he's like,
press 1. Because that's what it sounds like.
Identical. And he's like, imagine he's like calling up a place and having a chick just be like, keep bouncing. He's like, I thought that'd be fucking like, that's sick. Dope, dude. Works perfect too. But I like how like they cut off every other word sort of thing, like the end of the word to give it that.
Yeah,
That sort of like start stop. It's killer. I reckon it's
that
sick.
is cool, man.
But I love the first track, dude. Just Steve Biko stir it up, man.
That beat,
wicked,
man. That beat, bro.
Every beat on this album. This is just groove central. I don't think it's much groovier than this, man. This is a groovy album, bro.
This is my favorite out of like, and I like Beats Rhymes Life as well, but this here for some reason it takes the #1 spot.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's my favorite Tribe album.
Yeah, I go between this one and the next one for different reasons.
Yeah, same.
Totally different.
They're
reasons.
totally different albums.
What I love about Q-Tip is how every album switched up.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah,
like totally.
They're not just stuck in a groove.
Yeah, it's like
of using
so
the same
different.
beats and the same.
He's like, we'll just play safe, do exactly what we did last time. Just switches it up with styles and that. And I reckon their verses get way better each time.
Yes.
Like they just get better.
Yeah.
They keep getting better.
Yeah.
Like as we always say, a lot of dudes drop off after a while or whatever.
You don't fell off.
For our ears.
Yeah.
That's an argument that can be had, you
That's-
know?
yep.
It's an argument that can be had,
That's
and
right.
I'm
That's
willing,
an opinion,
I'm
man.
willing to have the argument. But I'll probably win.
It's like your opinion, man.
It's like your opinion, man. But it's just sick, dude. I don't even know what I was saying after that, but it was sick.
That's how good it is.
That's how good it is, man. Just wipe my brain.
Steve Biko. How do you say it? How do you say it?
Just like that.
Motherfucker.
That's how the fuck I say it, man.
This motherfucker in the shin under the table, dog.
Just like that, man.
Well, that leads straight into the next track for me. Sucker Brother.
Yep.
Sucker Fella.
I love the horns in that. A wicked catchy, man.
Killer, isn't it, man?
Sick.
Q-Tip, that's another, it's just Q-Tip, isn't it?
Just tip. Old tip.
Just old tipster, man.
The tipster, dude. He's wicking. Gets up in your ear, dude.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Sometimes that is all you need.
Sometimes
There's some tracks that stand out, and you're like, okay, yeah, this is why Q-Tip's Q-Tip. This is why everyone loves Q-Tip.
But I would love to know, like, did Fife have there would have to be shit on the floor.
Yeah, I don't doubt.
You know, like I want to hear what he would have had, or is there any like, you know, like the Chronic had all them fucking unreleased shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if I want to know that with every album. You know,
Yeah.
especially ones like this.
That's the shit we'd ask people if they came on, you know? Not just like
Keep bringing it in,
the
man.
dumbest fucking questions that most
No.
of these dudes ask.
Do you like House of Pain jump around? House of Pain's sick, man, but
Well, yeah.
you're naming the fucking pretty generic song there, dude.
Yeah,
It shows
yeah.
your extent of knowledge you have.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Extremely mainstream.
It's, yeah. You don't have much interest.
You haven't got much interest, man.
Go do something else.
Yeah.
But as we were saying, that beat's sick. But on to the next track, Midnight, dude.
Oh!
Midnight,
So
bro.
I would have to say that this is, I've got it written next to it because I can't never pick, but this man is one of my favorites on this album.
Yep.
Definitely always makes my mixtape.
Yeah, no
When
doubt.
I'm making a mixtape, Midnight is always on
That's
there.
sick. Yeah, it's sick.
And I love that. Red
This
Man.
is
Shout
yeah,
out.
and this is where one of those tracks I was talking about, where Fife just stands. Q-Tip, sorry, just
Yes.
stands out. You're like, oh, this dude's flow, bro,
Yes.
is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Everything, his rhymes. You're like, this guy's on point.
That is a banger, man.
It's a banger, dude.
I'd like to know what people in the streets thought of it when,
Yeah.
when they heard that, man.
What's happening on the streets?
It's got the, you know how it
Yeah,
starts, like
yeah.
he said they do with the words of the operator chick.
Sort of
they
cuts
do
out,
that
yeah.
at the start. It's fucking.
It's killer.
Ah!
The drums in this are sick too. It's
Yeah.
all over the show, up
Yeah,
and down.
yeah,
It's like
every-
it sounds like the closest you could sort of get to a real drummer playing it by doing it artificially or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
like it's the different velocities of every drum hit and shit.
Yeah.
Killer, dude.
Was it all machines or?
Yeah, there would have been. So obviously, they sample from the real drums and all that sort of shit. But the way Q-Tip does it, it really sounds like
Someone's in there hitting them.
yeah, because it sounds like he's like, I'll make this drum louder than this drum under here, like shorter than this drum, so that way this drum pops more than this drum, rolls into this and that. It just sounds fucking awesome, dude. Sick.
Yeah, he's a absolute beast. That's an awesome track.
And
man.
apparently this was all made in Fife's. I'm going to confuse every name. Just so you know, I'm going to do that pretty much every episode. I'm going to fuck some shit like that up. So
Hate in the comments.
come
man.
at me, bro. You know, fucking
Come at me.
come at me, dude. It was made in Fife Dog's grandma's basement. He's like, my grandma just gave fucking Tip a key, and he's like, you come in whenever you want. And they were like, it's sick. Large Pro saying it was just a wicked vibe. He's like, we'd be down there, man. Fife's just playing like basketball games on the like whatever console, and like Q-Tip's making a beat until it gets to the point where like Fife Dog puts down his control, and he's like, dude, like this beat, bro. This is like, this is crazy sick.
Sick,
Yeah.
man. That's probably why the album's so
Yeah,
fucking dope,
Large Pro
man.
said he's like, it was the best environment you could be in
that
to
you
make
couldn't,
that sort of shit.
like,
But
that is the most gangsterous,
that's wicked, dude.
most comfortable
Yeah.
fucking environment you can be.
That's sick.
No fucking,
No pressure. You know, it's just all what they want to do in that.
no industry white man
Yeah.
fucking on the clock.
Yeah,
That's fucking
It's
sick,
sick.
dude.
It's sick.
So what, this whole album or that
Yeah,
track?
the whole album
Whole
apparently.
album.
Even like he ended up making like One Love, the beat for Niles was made in that same fucking
Okay.
like at the same sort of time and shit like that. It's just sick, man. It'd be killer shit
That's
to hear
funny
about,
as
dude.
fuck, man.
That's cool, man.
What a spot. I bet wonder if she was running down some homemade lemonade and shit.
yeah.
Bake
yeah.
some fucking
Have
scones.
some brisket. You got any other tracks? What's next?
Oh,
Any
bro,
other tracks?
man, we can
Is there
get
any
down.
others?
Next one,
Dude,
means we
this
can get
is-
down. Fife.
Yes, bro.
Fife.
This is why when people don't rate Fife as much, it's like, dude, go back and listen to some fucking Fife.
Listen
bro.
to this song, man.
He's so catchy, man. Everything he does is so wicked.
He's the standout for me on
This
this
has got to
song.
be one of my favorite Tribe songs.
Oh, this. Okay, we can get down.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm fucking.
And of all
yeah,
time.
I've
just
got that
of
written.
every-
down.
like, I
I've got
love
that
it.
written down.
And just, dude, the amount of times
Fave.
I've replayed kicks, snares, the kicks and
Oh,
hi-hats.
skilled in the trade of that old boom bap.
Dude. And,
That fucking bit there is. I would love to know. I'd love to have some sort of time portal, some sort of third person thing where I can go and review
Yeah,
how many
yeah.
times I've rewinded just that.
Yeah.
Just that, man.
It's so perfect, dude.
That to me is better than the whole of 6ix9ine, Little Xan,
Yeah.
little motherfucking whatever your little
Yeah,
your little
that
complex
little-
is.
the baby motherfuckers and shit.
That's better than that whole discography.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
kick, snare,
And that's all it
kicks
needs
and
to be.
hi-hat.
Just with the production and the like, chose the perfect drums, hit them at the perfect time. Just with that shit, like that shit can be used somewhere else.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
we'll use that.
Yeah, boy.
And it's all love.
So love,
You
man.
might call it stealing, it's just sampling, brother.
Sampling, brother. I always wonder how those dudes feel about people sampling their tracks. Do you reckon they feel they're cool with it? I know dudes like KRS are like, hey, go ahead, sample everything of mine.
I think it would matter what you produce. So like if you're sampling it and making something fucking whack,
Yeah, that's true.
then I think they're not going.
Yeah. Like
I think
know,
even KRS would hate on you.
yeah.
If it
Yeah,
was,
I know what you're saying. But
Yes.
how do they feel just about, before you've even made the track, just the thought of taking some vocals of theirs and using it on your chorus? You
Well-
reckon they'd be cool? I reckon a dude like KRS would be like, hey, man, go ahead, and then send it back to me. I'll see what it sounds like or whatever.
Well,
you know?
they
I reckon
alwa-
he'd be cool with you trying, you know?
They always say imitation is the biggest form of flattery, man. So I would say that you'd have to take it as a compliment.
Surely.
You know,
Surely there wouldn't be many dudes
you're
getting
not
angry.
sampling it
And because I know so many
to hate
things-
on it.
Yeah. Put it in my track because I hate it.
Because I hate it.
There's so many like wicked cuts and that would just make sick choruses, man. And it's always like,
Oh, okay.
and this guy'd pretty much be your whole chorus or
Yeah,
whatever. And
yeah.
shit. And it's like,
See,
is
well,
that
now,
cool?
that's
Is that
cool.
yeah?
Is that- oh,
You're basically featured on the track.
Well,
yeah.
if your verses are fire, man, then you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I wonder, even before it comes down to the sound, are they cool with you trying? Surely.
I don't know, man. Maybe it'd be one of them things where you would have to give them a taste. I can entertain the idea, man, but you gotta give me some ideas here.
Yeah.
Send me a little thing.
Imagine like
I need to know a
who-
little bit of what
yeah.
it's gonna sound
But
like
imagine
before I
whoever,
say
like,
yes or no definitively.
Premiere samples. Imagine them saying that to him. He's up to he's on his first track. They're like, I don't know, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do to it? And he's
Yeah.
like, trust me,
Trust
man.
me, man.
I got this.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can't tell you what I'm gonna do until I have it. I cut that shit up.
Come on and tell us about
Come
it.
tell us, man. Come tell us.
That takes us into the next one, man.
Yep.
This is probably one of my all-time favorite Tribe songs, and it's only Q-Tip. But I just love the song so much. Electric Relaxation.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Nice, bro.
Smooth. This was a song. This is how gangster we were. This is a song that this is as soft as it got. Like for us, like if you had some bitches in the car, women, females in the car.
Some bitches.
Yep. You know, and it was someone like you were trying to woo and like, you know, fucking impress a little bit. Instead of playing like, you know, some Onyx, you'd turn your Onyx off
Yep.
and you'd put this on.
Yep.
And this is as
Slip this on.
this is as, you know, bitched out as it got.
Yeah.
And that's no disrespect because I actually absolutely love the song myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is like, you know, some dudes, they meet a chick and they fucking drive around listening to fucking Christina Aguilera or Pink because they're letting the chick touch the stereo. It's like, nah, man, she's not allowed to touch a stereo.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
what this is my level of that.
Yeah.
This is as far as I'm coming.
Yeah.
This track here.
Yeah. It doesn't say anything about the artists.
No.
I'll play some Naughty by Nature in a car with a girl, and
Yes.
Tretch will fuck most anyone up.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
He's not a soft motherfucker.
No,
dude, you know?
man.
But
No.
I'll play some OPP in the car,
Yeah,
you know? We'll
man,
get some
yeah.
hip hop parade
Yeah,
going. We'll do that.
yeah.
We can do that.
We can do.
We can get some Grand Pooba going.
We can do that,
We can do
man.
those sort of things.
I like
OC's a
it.
guy we can get going, some
We
of his
can-
tracks.
We can do that, man.
Bitches be feeling that soul.
This for me is one of them. This is one of them. Just give it a go, young fellas.
Give it a
If
go.
you're out
Just
there,
check that one
fucking
on.
Next time you're fucking out serenading your pronoun of choice.
But I also love Clap Your Hands, man.
Got that right next, man. That's another fit fife.
Nice. Yeah, yep. That flow, man. That flow again, dude.
Is this the one where he says crazier than Tupac in a flick called Juice? I think it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, yep.
Yes, it is,
What do you
man.
think then? Huh?
Because it's that. Oh, no, that's another one. That's another. Keep coming. Yeah, man. Clap your hands. Fucking sick. The beat.
Dude.
Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Clap
The
your
amount of people
hands.
that have used that fucking
Clap-
sample
Oh, dude.
is unbelievable.
Do you know what it is? Or where it comes from?
The song's probably called "Clap Your Hands." I was gonna try sing it, but I'm not gonna do that. But I can't tell you who sings it. I know this track. I've heard the track though. You would have heard it too for sure if it played, definitely. But yeah, the amount of people that have sampled that, and this could be one of the best uses of that sample. You know,
The best.
the best.
The best.
Ding ding ding.
Then for me, after Clap Your Hands, it's Keep It Rolling.
Yes, dude. That's the one produced by Large Pro.
Large Pro. Even his verse.
Dude, yeah,
He's
sick.
got a pretty good verse on there.
Yeah.
He's hell chilled out though, isn't
Super
it?
chilled. But,
There's no aggression.
but it's
or
still on
anything.
point. But I think
It's
that's
on point.
part of the
The
feel of
vibe,
the track. You
the
know,
vibe.
like yeah, it's just
Hey man, you
keep it rolling.
dude, you in your mate's grandma's basement.
Yeah.
You ain't coming with
Yeah,
aggression.
hey, we
dog.
gotta show respect to
Look,
like
man,
Grandma Fife. You know,
she's-
don't get too loud in this.
She just bring down some whiz fizz and a fucking
some orange soda and
some
shit.
orange
dude.
sodas, and we pumped out this one. Man. One after that for me is The Chase Part
Yeah,
2. I don't
yep.
know what Part 1 is, but that's that.
Yeah, there's
that-
so many things like that throughout hip hop. Never heard part one.
Never
This is
heard Part
wicked,
1. But it's got that line. How many times every round? Damn, Fife, you got fat.
though. Yeah.
I know it looks pathetic.
I know it looks pathetic.
Alicia E. Muhammad got me doing calisthenics. That's
Dude.
fucking awesome, man.
Sick. He's got
And
so
he's
many
even
sick
laughing
lines,
when
dude.
he's saying it. You can hear him laughing. It's
When's the
fucking-
last time you heard a funky day about it? And then my last one on the list is lyrics to go, man.
Lyrics to go. See,
Just that beat, dude.
I left that off because I had one more as well, and I didn't want to put the whole
Okay,
album on. But
yeah.
that 100.
I just the sample used over that chorus is fucking so wicked,
Yep.
man. Every time it comes in, I can't help but fucking just
Yeah.
move around. It's sick.
That's a sick one, man. Yeah, it's got the guitar.
It's
fucking.
wicked, dude. Wicked.
And for me, my last one, man, and probably one of my absolute favorites is God Lives Through.
Yeah.
And I got a quick little story about that. I fucking absolutely love it, man. And that's the one that's got Busta Rhymes in the background. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
god!
got that. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my god! Well, years later, it's in the 2000s. Q-Tip and Busta did an album together called Abstract and the Dragon.
Yeah.
And on that, there's a skit where he talks about, because I've always loved this beat, this God Lives Through beat, man. It just does something to me. And he said that when like they were doing the track and he was doing his oh my God shit, he said, man, for years all he wanted to do was rap on this beat, man.
Oh yeah.
He's like, as soon as he heard this beat, he wanted to be on the track, but the track was already done and he had his part to play and there was no room really
Did
for
he
him.
re-record those vocals for that track?
So I'm
I
not.
always thought they just sampled it from Oh My God.
I'm not sure. Maybe he might, because the story that he's telling sounds like, you know, he had creation in this. But I thought it was cool. So then years later on the Abstract and the Dragon, he gets to do a verse
Sick.
on this beat.
That's cool.
But I just thought it was hell cool, man. I'm like, got the same ear as Busta, man.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. I thought it was cool just in Large Pro's verse too. At the end of his verse, he shouts out Nas and he's like, wait for the album that's coming.
Yes,
And you're
yes.
like, oh, wait, whoa.
Yes,
Alrighty.
yes.
Let's stay tuned.
Yeah, hey, stay tuned, man. We might make the list.
Maybe.
Any fucking synopsis? What's your synopsis, man?
Dude.
Sorry if I'm all snotty and I got a cold.
Dude. Chinky on snot nose. Just dope drums, man. Like the mixture of kick and bass is so perfectly leveled and matched that it's sick. Sometimes there's some producers that will like it'll be mixed so much you can barely hear the kick in there.
Yeah.
Or something like that. This is so well mixed. It's crazy. The kick and then the bass just improves it, and it's so hard to do. At least just for me, bass is something that really fucks with my head trying to make it. It's one of the hardest things, I think. Some people might think that's wrong. I don't think so. But fuck, it just pops my head listening to that type of shit. Where did you learn to do this so well? How did all you dudes learn
And on
to
the
know how to do
technology
this
you're
so
doing
well?
it on too, man.
Yeah. And it's like, but it all goes to the ear.
It's the ear, man.
You know, it's that ear you got,
It's
bro.
the ear.
It's that ear, dude. How you...
And the willingness to be original as well.
And like something I've always loved, especially
Not
in the
following.
car, and this is something everyone should go listen to. If you have, this would be really good in your house and surround sound in like your lounge room or whatever. If you got a wicked surround sound system or you got a good system in your car, listen to 8 Million Stories. And at the end, you know when it goes to Q-Tip and he's like, "Help, man, help."
Oh,
help,
yep.
man." And it literally like pans throughout like
I love
each
shit
side.
like that, man.
It literally, if you got the right sort of system, like a good system like that, or if you're in your car where you got the speakers behind you, it literally sounds like it's just going around your head.
Sick.
It's sick. I love it. It's so cool, man.
Yeah.
It's just like
That reminds me
a
of
wicked little just a thing to put in there. It sounds awesome.
KRS. I can't remember the song off the top of my. No, there he is. No, here he
Yeah.
is. And that jumps from speaker to speaker, and it's like, oh, sick, man. That's fucking awesome.
They're coming.
They're coming. All right, man. No particular order. Number 2.
Number 2, man. What is it?
It's fucking Cypress Hill, man. Black Sunday, dog.
Oh, Black Sunday, dude.
Dude.
Second album.
Second album from
The
'em.
Hill.
We'll shout them out at the end for their first one, too.
Yep, no doubt.
Because we forgot that last week, man.
14 tracker.
14 track. Well, isn't it 13?
Well, I originally had that, and then I rechecked, and I think just like the album we got has 14 tracks. So I don't know what the deal with that is. Like the album's got 14 tracks on it.
I've only got 13, but leave a comment, man.
What's that? What's that 14th track?
I love the. It's like the fucking, the 7th chamber.
But that could just be the one you listen to have that lockdown on it, which is just the beat. It's like just an interlude.
Oh,
beat.
okay, right, yep. That's probably what it
Maybe-
is. I
maybe
think that
it's
might be what
just
it is.
that.
I think that's what it is.
Because it's literally just like it's almost like why is this in here?
I'm pretty certain.
Like-
I'm pretty certain that's what it is.
Yeah. Every time it starts playing, I think it's gonna fade out to another beat, and it never does.
No.
And I'm always like, yeah,
Biggest
okay.
tease.
yeah.
If you don't know, man, Cypress Hill, Be Real, Sin Dog, DJ Muggs.
DJ Muggs.
It was Rough House label, produced
Yeah.
by Muggs and T-Ray.
He just produced It Ain't Going Out Like That.
Okay.
Muggs did the rest of that
Oh, that's a hell of a one to do,
shit.
man.
Muggs, bro, you one of the funkiest producers there is,
But
man.
that T-Ray motherfucker, that
Yeah,
ain't
dude,
going.
yeah.
Man, if that's your
Hey.
one track,
We good with that.
dude, we good with that. Get the
Good with
fuck
that,
out,
man.
you shouting me, man.
Yeah, get out of here, T-Ray. I'll do the rest.
And it did hit number 1, but we don't give a fuck about that over here. We just like mentioning it.
Yeah, and it's especially it's hard with that sort of shit when it's like, well, depending on what site you're looking up, is like sometimes they count hits from today. They'll still count them. They're like, it's platinum. And it's like,
yeah.
yeah, it came out in 93. Was it platinum in 93,
Yes.
94?
Yeah, that's right.
2018. Like
Yeah.
after The Chronic got put on like streaming services, its sales went up like 330%
Yeah,
or
see,
some
it's
shit.
like a
And then it's
different
like,
thing.
then they'll count that as, and they're like, now it's quadruple fucking platinum uranium shit. And it's like, okay.
I just go at the time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I want to
That's-
know.
yeah.
I don't want to know 20 years later.
Yeah.
It sort of doesn't count.
That's what I reckon.
You know, like, let's think about what they thought about it at
Come
the
on,
time.
guys. Yeah.
You know, were people liking it?
The atmosphere of this album, dude.
Bro,
It's
man.
a back and forth album for atmosphere, I reckon. It's got two vibes going on that they just mash together, which is just like it's really fucking hardcore, and then just total stoner anthem tracks.
Oh,
Like,
this is
just-
an iconic album,
dude.
man.
This is just total stoned funk. Just I don't know how Muggs captured the sound of. I don't know if it's just what I've associated with the sound over the years, but do you literally associate most of these tracks with weed? Like with the sound of like, it's what I want to do, you know?
It's
like,
hard not to.
It's like, and just like with just the first fucking track, man, I want to get high. Just the drone that comes in and out, you know? It's just like the it's just
Boom,
got
boom,
that
boom.
feel to it, man, where it's just so chilled. It's literally like the track is stoned. Like his instrumental is stoned, you know, like boom, 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 yeah, and then it's sick, man. How do you capture that in a sound? It's wicked.
Just like this era of hip hop in general, like the 90s, all the shit we've reviewed up to this point, like it kind of did ruin my life in the fact I got so many drink driving charges because of it, man. Because I had fucking always had thumping stereos, because that's how I believe it had to be heard. And it would make me want to get in an altered state and drive around with it banging, man.
Yeah.
I just couldn't help it.
Couldn't help it, man.
Couldn't help it. It was like, you know.
Rolling down the windows, yeah, I have an air conditioner.
That's exactly. I got the woofers in my Jeep.
But I got the sound I want the whole world to listen to.
Yeah, this is such an iconic album, man. This is probably and this is their second album. This is probably my favorite Cypress Hill album.
Yeah.
Out of their whole thing, apart from Temples
I
of
like
the Boom.
the next one too. Yeah.
Temples of Boom, love it. But this one here for me has a special place because I didn't find this until I was in year 8, year 7, year 8. So it was a few years later. But I remember I used to get in so much trouble, man. This is what I would be. I'd have the headphones in at the back of the class. Generally, I wasn't allowed to sit at the back. I always had the. I was the kid.
Yeah.
My desk was attached to the teacher's desk. That's where I had to sit, man. Right in front of that motherfucker. I hate you, dog. Your breath stinks. But fucking, you know. But it was because I was sitting at the back. I want to get high. So high. I couldn't. This is a start to finish album for me.
Yeah,
And
dude.
it did go triple platinum. I don't know when, like we'll say before he gives
I
a
think
fuck,
it's might have been their biggest album, maybe.
yeah, well, I
I'm not
know
too
it
sure.
definitely is triple platinum at this stage
Triple
in life.
At this stage.
Well, but we don't care about that.
Hey, give a fuck. Sounds sick. That's what we give a fuck about, dude.
So it's a nice little opener. I want to get high. And
I
then,
reckon it's a perfect opener to get the feel of the, like the vibe.
yes,
It gets across
set-
the vibe.
set
This
the
is what we're
tone.
just so you know this is what we're doing here,
okay,
guys.
smoke your blunt.
This is what we're doing. Yeah.
Pause it. Smoke
Yeah.
your blunt.
Get your L's in.
Unpause it.
Light your L's.
Light your L's.
Fucking hell yeah.
Get
dude.
faded, man.
Get faded, dude.
And then it jumps
It's
into.
from the bone.
And then it jumps into.
Dude.
Ain't going out like
Yeah,
that.
that's
man.
what I reckon. It just goes from like stoner anthem to
To-
just insanely hardcore, blah blah blah. Just back
Punch
to
you in the
fucking
fucking
complete
face, dog.
stoner. Just back to fucking hardcore murder track. Back to stoner. Sick. Just
This
mash
is-
those two vibes
man,
together.
This is one of my all-time favorite Cypress Hill songs.
Oh,
it's
that track. Yeah.
the I ain't going out like that, man.
Yeah.
The beat and everything. Even Sin Dog's pretty good on it
Yeah,
for a Sin
yeah.
Dog. No disrespect. And one thing that I think's cool about it, man, is this made harmonica cool. There's some harmonica in there. You ever picked up on it?
Yeah. But this is what did it.
This is what did it for me.
Okay. Yeah. Sick.
As a young head,
Yeah.
listen, I was like, to me, before that, harmonicas were cool, but it was like
Around the campfire, cool.
you know, and or like a Blues Brothers type cool.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
campfire,
Around the campfire,
yelling, ding.
cool.
If you're gonna fucking shoot 'em, Elizabeth, out in the bayou, you know, your
Yeah.
banjo and the
You go and
fucking
you blow into a
harmonica. With your spoons
Yeah.
on your fucking on your thing, it was cool. Man. But
Fucking bit
this
of
here,
weed coming out.
this made like the harmonicas to me gangster,
Fuck yeah,
man.
dude.
Like this really shone a
Yeah.
light on the humble harmonica for
Mugs
me.
just hears a harmonica like, I'll use that.
Because I always thought like it's got that grit to it, like soul.
real gritty.
It's a gritty, soulful instrument,
The
man.
bass lines are so gritty on this album, dude. They are some gritty bass lines,
dude.
bro. They are sick.
Fucking hell, man.
Sick.
And then you go from that into Insane in the Brain, which I have to mention.
Oh, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, we have to. I know it's like a very well known.
Very well known,
But we have to mention
but it's
it.
a classic,
You
man.
can't
You can't
not mention
like,
it, dude.
You would hate on me. You're gonna hate on me fucking anyway, which I don't care.
Bring
I
it.
fucking it makes me grow powerful like a fucking.
Hey.
Makes me transform into a fucking.
Eat up MCs.
EERMCs. And then we go from Insane into the Brain to When the Shit Goes Down.
That's one of my favorite Cypress Hill tracks. That's for me one that always makes a mixtape. I love the beat in that.
What's the instrument in there?
I don't know, but I think it's one of the best instruments there ever
Because
has been in a track.
I've got
dude.
instrument, question mark.
that's-
I've always what is it?
I don't know, but I was even thinking, like, at work, there's this guy who was telling me about this track. He's like, this is my favorite instrument ever because it was just playing on the radio. He's like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. And then, like, as I was listening to this, I was like, next week I'm telling this kid to listen to this track and see what he reckons exactly of that. Boom, 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 boom. Like,
What is
I
it?
don't know, man. That was not the right tune at all.
Is
but
it a
fucking
xylophone? Is it a fucking...
sounds like something like that, or like that Jamaican drum type of thing.
Yes.
You know, like, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's sick.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Then we go from that to Liquor Shop, man. Which is, like you said, So
Let the cat hum.
so we've just gone from a I didn't pull a cord out. We just gone from
we
a.
sound good.
We just gone.
We sound good.
We gone from when the shit goes down, so it's pretty like funky
Yeah,
and
yeah.
chill and that. To lick a
Just
shot,
straight back to
back
fucking
into
hard,
murdering
man.
you
Yeah.
again.
And
Let
they
the
and
get hum.
it's obviously purposely put that way instead of just having like a stoner side of the album and a hard
Okay,
side of the
yep,
album,
yep.
which is something like like how Wu-Tang sort of like
Yes.
divides their albums
Yes,
or whatever. They're
yes.
like Shaolin side, fucking Wu-Tang
Yep.
side or whatever.
This is all
They're
merged
like, let's
in.
just go one for one, man.
Yep.
And take them on a journey. Smoke a big blunt, then the second you hit hard, and then the second song comes on, you're like, whoa, what's going on? The fuck,
Hold
man?
on, pick your nine up, man.
Yeah, right,
Put the
safety
put the
off,
blunt
man.
down,
Safety
Stop
off.
fucking capping, brothers, man.
And the next song comes back on.
That's why we totally recommend, man. You listen to it start to finish. Like
It's in that order for a reason.
your first playthrough of any album should always be from intro to outro, man. That's how your first listen should be. No fast forwarding, no rewinding, no going back to the track. Oh, I really like that. I love that track. I'm gonna hear it. No. First playthrough, all the way through once.
And that's
So
how
you've
you
heard-
find
So you've heard every
songs.
song once. You know the feel of it. Because too many times I fuck myself up by not following the rule. And then you keep rewinding this. Oh, you get stuck on the third track. And then you never actually really make. And then when you do make it to the later ones, you're burnt out a bit.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I've fucking been listening to this for 4 hours now.
Yeah.
I've had the one song pretty
Yeah.
much.
Neighbours pissed off.
You know, and you don't get the full feeling of it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get to appreciate it. and
Especially
it's-
there's certain albums that are made that way. They're
100%,
made to be
man.
listened that way.
Yep.
You can pull tracks off them, but they're nowhere near as good as if you listen to the track before and then hear it
Yes.
lead into the track after.
Yeah.
Man. Like the way it's mixed. There's
Yeah.
some albums that are legitimately mixed that way where a track will like start before the last one's finished. If you listen to the track by itself, you cut off at the end of like, and you like almost start hearing the start of the next song or something like that.
Yes.
Because that's how it was meant to be
Yeah,
made, you know.
because you even get
Play
that
through
when you burn a
record.
CD.
Yeah, yeah.
And you always seem to put it in the same order, and then you get used to a song coming after a certain song, and
Yeah.
then when you go back to the album, it catches you off guard.
yeah.
You know, oh fuck.
Whoa, they did it way better.
Yes. They did it way
They did
fucking
it way better
man.
than my mixtape. They've just quick, they got a definite a formula for their choruses though, don't they?
Yes.
They're like oh, it's a one sort of structure, which is fine, you know, and they just change it up for each sort of song, but it's
Yep.
a very similar chorus. They
Yep.
like do the same sort of thing, if that makes sense. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yep,
Like
yep.
yeah, it's just like they've got a structure for their chorus. This is how we'll make choruses. And choruses are fucking hard, man. Hooks are fucking hard
Never
shit.
made one in my
That's
life.
why you hear so many albums where dudes are just like almost repeating one phrase or something as the hook.
That's
or
all
just
we want to know if we can
taking other
sample your
cuts. 'Cause
shit.
we can't hook this shit,
Can
man.
we take cuts, man?
Can we? Let's be my hook. But it's a solid formula for me. It can get a bit repetitive towards the end of the album,
Yep.
just like the way the hooks are done or whatever. But it works, man.
Yeah.
It works. I like it. I just thought I'd point that out.
Yep, that's
'cause,
that's fair. That's fair. We go from Liquor Shot into Cock the Hammer,
Yep.
which B Real's verse in that, man, is I love it, man.
Love it.
That's one of my I just love that, man. And it's got like that gives me like a Riders on the Storm feel.
Yeah.
You know, Riders
Yeah,
on the Storm.
yeah.
Just with the rain and the
Yeah, sick.
and the lightning. It feels like when I'm listening to it, and if I'm in the right mood, I can almost feel like it feel. I can see the grayness, man.
Nice.
It's grey and it's fucking.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know, man. It's always
That's
done that to
fucking
me.
props to fucking Mugs for that shit.
And then we got after that, man, just three little putos.
Oh, dude.
That's
Dude.
that thumps, man.
Bro.
That is a thumper.
I love
That's
it.
something you need with a sub.
And this
dude.
is probably one of my favourite hooks out of all the ones. I
Okay,
just reckon
yep.
make 'em run, boy, make 'em run,
Make 'em
boy,
run,
make 'em
boy,
run.
make 'em- Ah, man.
That's a repeat. That the way that comes out with
Just the way it starts,
yeah,
too,
yeah.
man.
They got the boot though.
Taking no shit when push comes to shove.
It's a sick one, man.
Oh,
and then
man.
I can't go past mentioning hits from the bomb.
Yeah, well, that's next. So,
Sorry, Dad.
have to,
I can't not mention it, man.
have to, man.
And this to me is a track I hadn't listened to for years, bro. Because this is like with like the dudes I was hanging out with, people my age, this was the Cypress
Thrashed
Hill
out.
song that was
Yeah.
just insanely thrashed out to
Yeah.
me. Like when I was young, it was killer when you
fair.
first heard it, but it was just so thrashed out
Yeah.
by everyone.
Like jump around or something like
Yeah,
that.
I hadn't listened to it for years, and now I'm so stuck on this track just because I hadn't heard it for years.
Yeah, sick.
The sample, man, is
Bro,
so dope, dude.
I used to know the original song.
It's from, I'm pretty sure it's from Son of a Preacher Man.
That's what it is. That's what
yeah.
it is.
I reckon.
100%.
It's so dope,
Because it's
dude.
even in Pulp Fiction.
It's sick, man.
You know when she snorts the
Yeah.
fucking and that's what's going.
Great movie.
Fucking great movie, man. But that sample, eh?
Bro, dude, it's sick. And
And
then
the-
just the way it starts off with the bubbling and like everything about it's so perfect. Pick it, pack it, fire it up. It's so good. And the verses, you're just like, oh, I've done that.
Smells like shit on the carpet. Spill it.
Goes down smooth when I get the clean hit. Ah, dude, I love it, bro. I
This
can't
is
get
the
enough
shit.
of
This
it,
is
man.
another one that took my
So
fucking position of the back of the
Yeah,
class.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's one of the. It's
Right
just
here.
It's the stoner anthem, man. This and I Want to Get High. Those two for me
Oh,
are just
yes,
the
man.
anthems.
Yes.
This is the
Yeah,
bong
they are
anthem.
anthems.
The
Anthems.
bong anthem, and the
100%,
other one is just like I just picture like rolling a blunt or some shit on the other one,
Yep,
man.
yep.
Like it's just that fucking anthems, dude. Like you said, just anthems.
Anthems, total anthems.
Anthems.
Best word to describe it.
Total
by,
stoner
mate.
anthems,
You can't just use any other word.
Yeah,
man.
these two. So there's only one other track that's in my stoner anthems that's not a hip hop track, and that's that Eka Mouse Ganja Smuggling. That's one
Okay.
to me that's equally a stoner
Oh, yeah.
anthem to me.
Yeah.
Totally different genre.
Yes, yeah.
Go look it up if you want to go.
Yeah, man. Go do it,
Yeah,
do it, man.
Ganja Smuggling, Eka Mouse, the original, not any dumb fucking remixes or some
No,
shit.
orange.
Go listen to that shit. Bang, bang, bitty, bang, bang. But anyway, dope track, man.
Dope.
And then I'll go on to What Go Around, Come Around, man.
Yeah, I had to put that on
That beat
just because
too, man.
the
is
bass
sick.
line.
Yeah, dude, yes, dude.
It's the
it's
bass
a
line,
chunky
man.
one. It's sick, man.
It's
Dirty. It's like they're real dirty bass lines in a good way.
because I've got a new car, so I have to update all the sound in it again.
Gotta get
After
used to the
doing
new
this,
touch.
nah, man, I'm fucking. As soon as I can book it in, I'm going and getting it stuff
Dope,
out, man,
dope.
because I can't take it anymore.
Sick.
I can't. I'm missing. I'm not getting the whole thing.
There's some shit.
It's
not
like
here.
a ham and cheese sandwich and pulling the ham off.
Can't
and
have
passing
That's a cheese
It's a
sandwich, bro.
cheese sandwich,
That's a
bro.
fucking cheese sandwich,
It's
man.
not. There might be remnants of ham used
Yeah.
to be, or I can pick up that there was ham. I'm picking it up.
Ham juice? Is
I'm
that ham
picking
juice?
it up, but I'm not getting it. You know.
Yeah, it's strictly in the name.
Strictly.
Lyrics are weak like Clark Radio speak.
Yes. A to the K, just because iconic. Another one you got to put on. Have to.
iconic.
And then the last one, man, which I absolutely love, and it's one of my favorites, and it's a fucking awesome way to end the album, is Break 'Em Off Some, man.
Yeah.
That beat.
Yeah, dude. That's a sick beat.
I love it, man.
It's a sick beat, man.
I'm-
Muggs is a crazy. I reckon he's one of the dudes that doesn't ever get listed as like the greatest
No,
producers,
I don't
you know.
understand.
But I reckon his style's
got fucking
so
Funk
funky, man.
Dubious,
Yeah,
fucking
I reckon
Soul
he's
Assassin.
just so funky, man. And it's like hell different to everyone else with those hell like high pitched trumpety sounds and the harmonicas and that and the
Yeah.
the whistle type of thing.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
Even like I've seen Redman in interviews say like when he heard this, he was like, it was a huge influence for him.
Hardcore, no doubt.
He's like, these motherfuckers.
Well,
are
they
talking
even
about...
like one of their choruses in like the Blackout does the sword off shotgun, hand on a pump.
Oh yeah,
That's the original Cypress Hill shit. I like the
and they've got that
original-
Cisco kid, Cisco
Yeah, yeah.
kid,
Was a friend.
because that's got Be Real in it.
Yeah, there's a few ones with both of them.
Yeah.
But do you like Hand on the Glock? The one that comes just before that. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
second
Yes,
one.
yes. I just didn't.
I like the.
I didn't put it on.
No, I didn't
because
put it. I didn't put it down either
Yeah,
because
my list
I
is
like
too
the
big.
beat, but the only thing I just don't like it as much as Hand on the Pump, and it just reminds me of Hand on the Pump.
Yes,
And then
yes.
when I hear that, I want to go back and listen to
Yeah,
Hand on
yeah,
the Pump.
yeah,
'cause
that's
I
fair.
I like that one more.
That's fair,
So
man.
that one just
Yeah, I reckon I'm in the same
to
boat.
me it taints itself.
Yeah.
By trying to be like
Yeah.
that track.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, now I just want to listen to the
Yeah,
original
you
track.
killed
dude.
on that
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
yeah.
bro. Exactly. You
Yeah,
killed
leave,
on that
leave that
original.
one alone,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Any fucking how would you describe it? Just stoner funk.
Stoned funk. Like he made his album stoned.
But also, I don't think you have to be a smoker or anything
I just
like
think
that to appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
I think
just because I'm high, you don't gotta be high or whatever. You know? Just because the album's high, doesn't mean you have to be high listening to it.
But I do think you would. It would probably resonate.
It would benefit.
It would probably resonate just a little bit more.
At least just certain tracks.
You know, just a little bit of heroin. That's all.
Just a rock, man. Just a rock.
Just a rock. Hours.
Alright, let's go on to the
Number
next
3,
one,
dog. What you
man.
got, man? No particular order.
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical, motherfucker.
Oh, we got the motherfucking one of the craziest duos to ever fucking bless
Who
mics,
is it,
dude.
son? Who you got?
The diggity Das Effects kid. Fucking straight up suicide.
Oh, Crazy Drazy and the books, son.
Books, motherfucking Scub. The books in reverse, dude.
Books in reverse.
Their second album after their first one, bro. Which
Second
their
one,
first
man.
one was pretty funky and
Pretty
shit like
funky.
that. They had some wicked shit, and this one just sort of ups the ante and goes a bit darker, doesn't it?
And also, like, they've developed.
Yeah. Same style, just
Same
upped.
style,
Just fucking upped.
just up
Let's
the
just
up
crank-
the skill
Yeah.
level, up the feeling of it, the oomph.
Yeah.
The first one sort of reminds me of it was recorded in a bathroom or something. It's got that
Yeah,
real
yeah,
echo
yeah,
chamber
yeah.
sound to it. Love it.
But this one,
But this one here, man. This
Hey.
one and their next one are their 2 best albums.
dude,
Fuck you if you think anything
Yeah.
else.
fuck, especially because like
I'll delete your comment.
commercially it goes the other way around. It's like the first one's the best one, and
Yes.
then they're like commercially sales or whatever, it like drops off, which makes no sense
Nah,
at all.
nah.
But because they were sick in the first one, but this one, these go to 11.
And like Redman, yeah, the numbers
Go to 11.
all go to 11. And like Redman says, they were cocky with it.
And you could tell, man, just by listening to it.
Oh, dude.
And Solid Schemes did the beats on this shit, man, which is pretty insane. I think there's one beat he didn't do. Yeah, Charlie Marotta did give me that microphone.
DJ Dice is the DJ.
Scratching it up, man.
East West produced PMD, does effects and Solid Scheme. Peaked at 20.
Yeah, PMD would have definitely done some production. I know Solid Scheme made the beats. He's the beat maker.
Yep. Question, fucking, is this before or after the breakup? Is this just before the EPMD breakup?
After.
So this is just after.
I think. I don't quote me on that because I don't really know, but I think it's after.
Because I know they all come together just before, and then because I've seen in like interviews in Redman is like, you know, we would have been a super group.
You
man.
don't get too much actual Hit Squad tracks.
No,
you know?
no,
You
no,
don't.
no.
You rarely hear them.
Nah, and because I've heard in heaps of interviews like, dude, if that breakup didn't happen, man,
And I'm pretty sure in this,
that would have
one,
been like a fucking
they,
super group.
Yeah, they mention Hit Squad and that. They've got Eric Sermon cuts.
Yes.
But like Redman's album, which is a year later, it's Das Effects. It's Def Squad basically, you know, because like
Yes.
Keith Murray, Eric Sermon production. There's no PMD. in
No,
that at
none,
all.
none.
That's
100%
Def
Eric
Squad.
and Death Squad.
Yeah. So I think they've split up at this point.
Okay, interesting.
And maybe that's contributes to the production why it's maybe not as funky, but it's harder because Eric's not in there. And
Yeah.
Eric's like a funk king.
Yeah, that would
He's a
make
funk
sense,
king,
man.
You know, there is some
Because it
funky
does
tracks.
have a different
Rappers-
feel, doesn't it?
Rappers has got an extremely funky beat. I could picture almost Funk Dubious rapping over.
Yeah, but like you just said, then I've just got my head stuck in that what you just said. If you compare it to
Bumps, diggity bun, hun.
yeah, but if you compare this whole album to like. It does have a different feel
Yeah,
to like the
definitely.
where EPMD was going,
Yeah.
and even like Redman and stuff.
This sounds street, doesn't it? It sounds
Yes,
underground as
yes,
fuck.
it does, man.
Well, it's that sewer shit, dude.
And this is
Suicide.
and one thing for you young heads out there, this was still in the time where cussing wasn't really cool,
Yeah, this shit's cut out.
and it's really hard to find. I can't find a copy of
I don't
this
think
album.
there is one. I don't think.
Is there? Leave a comment, dude. Send me the link.
Yeah.
Fucking send me a copy.
Send me the original pressing and I'll send you the catch. I'll send you
please,
the cash for that shit.
please, dog. We will pay, man. You know, it doesn't bother because I've never known it any other way.
Yeah, and I still rap the swear words,
Same here, and
even though I've never heard them.
and I actually, it's to the point for me because it's been so many years. I don't even notice
No,
that
me
it's
either,
cut
me either.
out
No.
until I went back and did this project and was listening for like just a bit
There's
of
even
review.
some
I was like,
Wu-Tang tracks
oh,
like
man,
that.
I forgot they actually cut the swear words
Yeah.
out, man. I haven't noticed all these. I've just been singing over the top of
Yeah,
it.
same. Because I do that for some Wu-Tang tracks too. Where
yeah.
I never knew for ages. I'm like, they're not swearing in this track. It's literally every time it'll be like shing or a sword or just cut out.
Yep.
And I'm just putting in the swear word. My
Yep.
brain's literally just filling this in. I've
Yep.
never heard the swear word. I just know it's meant to go there and I'm filling it in.
One thing too I've noticed up to this point is pretty much everything reviewed is there's not a whole lot of cussing, man,
Yeah, nah.
on all of them albums. If you really think about it, it's fuck all.
Sweet fuck all.
Sweet fuck all.
You don't
cussing.
fucking need a curse in this fucking shit.
But it shows you, like, you don't need to. Like,
No,
I'm not a prude. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give
Sometimes it sounds
I
wicked.
didn't give a fuck, cunt. But I do appreciate it, man. Like, if you could just get bars, you know, like
Yeah. Yeah, dude, yeah.
every 2-3 words all I hear is a cuss word.
Yeah.
All right, man. 14 tracks. 14 tracks.
14 tracks, dude.
14 tracks.
14 tracks.
What's fucking?
These are just quickly. These are some of the most random MCs out, aren't they? For the
Yes.
shit they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, they're the most random. Like these dudes that just. It seems like they just go wherever the flow takes them.
Yep.
Wherever the flow takes me, I'll fucking find words.
It's
for
kind
it,
of how
bro.
we write.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just find words for it, and they're gonna be sick. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
You know, like it's not like it's just all over the shop. But I love it, dude. You talk about this. Next line's this.
One thing that does hurt me is because I'm such a Daz Effects fan, man, and I've been trying to push the shit for years on all sorts of people, and I think a lot of people, for some reason, without even listening, or they might have heard one or two songs, is they've got this like preconception in their head that it's all iggity biggity, nonsensical gimmick type shit.
Yeah.
Bro, these motherfuckers have bars, man. Bars, and the way they bounce off of each other and interact, they merge into one MC.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Like for your first listen through, I could see, especially on the first album and that, and this one and that, I can see how people could say who the fuck's who.
I was like that at first. I was 100%
Yeah,
like that.
but
man.
it took me years,
Yeah,
man. To
I
work,
was
oh my god, this
100%
is
like that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's books saying that.
It's weird, but it almost took me actually seeing what they looked like and seeing Drazy rap one time.
Okay.
That now whenever I hear Drazy, I picture his face.
Okay, all right, yep.
And I'm like, I know that's Drazy. Somehow I'm picturing his face.
Yep.
And to me, Books, Drazy's maybe catchier. He has catchier lines, but Books is way more unpredictable, I think.
Yep.
The way, like, the flow he has is unpredictable, and it makes it real sick to me where I'm like, I gotta fucking repeat that, dude. I have to repeat that because that's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
The way that flips is crazy.
Yeah, he's a bit more out there.
Yeah. But not to shit on Drazy. I reckon Drazy's got maybe the catchier
Well,
lines.
dude,
from
I
it,
was
you know?
I was always for years a Drazy.
Yeah, I reckon that's to do with the catchiness. When you first hear it, it's his lines that are
he
catchy
was
now.
the lead MC to me, but now that I'm an older man and I've fucking got older and slowed down, matured out a bit.
Old motherfucker.
Fucking.
Where's your IV?
I really love Books. Edges it for me now.
Yeah.
When my listen throughs now, it's like, man,
I reckon his rhymes are more complex.
they're more. And I like. He's got a bit more of a punch.
Yeah.
He's got a bit more of a punch in his delivery, especially on the next album.
Yeah.
The Holding It Down one. He's still finding himself on this one for me.
Yeah.
I think Drazy still got it on this one. Like,
Yeah.
still takes the edge for me.
Okay. Yep.
For me personally.
Yeah.
But let's get into the tracks, man. What's are you starting at the top? What's some of your favourites?
Check it out, man.
Check it out. Oh, I've even gone before that. The Underground Rapper.
Oh
man.
yeah, because
Just
I like
one-
this is
just
one for
before
me
that.
where the whole album is sick, man.
Yes,
like
yes.
it's hard not to pick every single
Yes,
track.
yeah. I
for me.
tried not to. I
'cause
got half of it.
I ended
on
up
there.
with like 6 or 7 tracks, so I really had to just cut a few out. You know.
Yeah, I got 10.
So you started with Underground Rapper.
I started with Underground
is a
Rapper.
dope one,
the
man.
beat, the
Yeah.
sample,
Yeah.
fucking, that's a good one. But let's jump straight into Check It Out.
Check
man.
it out, man.
That's a head popper.
That's Ed Popper, dude.
Drazy. That first verse.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well,
That
the whole song.
the
man,
whole
is
song.
fucking insane.
The whole song.
It's
The whole song. But if you've never heard it before, like, if that first verse
if you're not
doesn't...
repeating that.
If you're not repeating
You know
that...
how long it took me to hear the whole of
Oh!
this song? Took me a while. Because just take that back to the start.
Man, it's taken me years to get to that song.
Took me till this weekend.
Because it's just that fucking beat, man.
Dude,
And the way he
yeah.
comes in just at 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
100 fucking and 10 miles an hour, man.
He's go to 11.
He goes to fucking 11.
11.
And then I'm jumping straight from that because not to try and name Freak It.
Dude, that's exactly my next one, bro. Dude, every verse on that, every single verse on that.
Oh,
is
yes.
wicked, dude.
Yeah.
Every
I
single
can't
one.
pick who's...
And I love how they end their verses the same way.
Yes.
Makes it so catchy,
See, that's
dude.
another one too where they blend in heaps
Yeah,
for me,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Freak It is one of them
Because of that shit.
Because, like, you just explained it perfectly
Yeah.
there. That, for me, is one of the... they just fucking blend
Yeah.
together, man.
Wicked, dude. Always baffles me when two dudes who didn't even know each other like at the start per se
Yeah, that's
met each other
crazy,
wherever.
eh?
How do you have such a same style and wild?
Yeah,
the
that
universe brought you motherfuckers together.
Yeah, man.
Mix.
One thing I love about Freak It too is the horns.
Yeah.
The horns, man.
It's even got a dope clip. Go watch the clip.
I'm a heterosexual man, but I love horns, man.
I love horns, dog.
horns, dog.
Horn ain't got nothing to do with my sexuality.
Ain't got nothing to do with my sexuality. I was going to say something else. Fuck, man.
Let's we go to my next one, man.
Come
Is
on, man.
motherfucking back effect,
I
dude.
knew it, man.
Oh, the bass line.
Right.
The bass line, dude.
It'd probably have to be one of my favorite Does Effect songs.
The track is literally the bass line to me. Like, that's what you remember, isn't it?
That's all I hear. I don't hear anything else.
Yeah. That's
It's all just the bass line for me.
Literally.
Because me and my man over here, he gets right into the drums and stuff. We've noticed, like when we talk about this shit, and I've always been a bass head. Hi, I'm Willie. Hi, Willie. I'm a bass head. I'm all because I've generally always have subs and shit in my car, so I'm always chasing the sick bass line and bro. Back in effect.
Dude, that's fun. Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's one of them ones where you can't see out your rear view mirror.
yeah.
You can't see out the side. It's just still
It's sick, though. I don't want to see out of it.
I don't want to see out. You fuck.
I don't need to.
At night, man, your headlights.
Yeah.
They got a fucking pattern going with the beat.
Yeah,
I love
dude.
it, man. It's
That's
fucking
fucking,
awesome,
that's
dude.
cool, man. That's cool, dude.
That's a fucking...
This kid's always going to talk about the bass, and I'm always going to bring up some form of snare, usually. I'm a motherfucking snare head.
You will
Those
notice
snares capture me.
He gets
They
him.
capture me.
Got him. Gets him, man.
Oh, and we got an album on this list, actually, that has some crazy snares coming up
bro.
after. But,
But with Back in Effect too, man, it's a good film clip.
wicked film clip.
Go watch the film clip, dude. And that people sample.
Dude.
People.
Ah.
People. What's that from?
No idea. No
Oh.
idea. We can look it up,
How
maybe.
will you? Can you tell us, man, what the people sample is?
Write it down. Write it down the
Please,
below.
man.
Write it down. dude.
Please.
Yeah, write it down.
What do you got next?
And just even with the just the little hi hats, just makes everything just works so perfect up to the where it just starts, man. That's one where their back and forth is just perfect,
Yes.
bro. It's that yin yang. Motherfuckers playing ping pong with a mic.
Yeah,
chucking it to each other, dude.
that's
You know,
a
like,
fucking
just
awesome. I'm writing that down, man.
Write that down, man.
Dude,
You know,
that's a
just like
crazy
literally
analogy, man. Yeah.
Just across
I'm
the
feeling
net,
that,
back
man.
and forth, dude.
That
It's
is sick.
sick, bro.
Yeah,
It's
man.
Sick. But not like they're battling.
That's our snippet.
It's like they're snip it, dog. Take that snip. It's fucking crazy, dude. Crazy.
So next, have you got Caught in the Act?
Before that, man. Before that, I've got 1, 2.
Okay, I think I've got that next.
Because is that after that?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
So I'm getting better at my
Yeah,
orders,
that's cool,
right?
man.
This
That's
shit
cool,
down.
that's
I'm
cool.
getting better.
That's cool, man. 1, 2.
We'll do your one first. Yours before.
All right. Okay, Caught in the Act, man.
I wrote that after it.
The bass line, and they go hard on that
Yes,
one.
dude. Yeah. And that's the one where the flow's so different, man.
Yes.
It's hell different.
You can
I find.
pick, you're like, okay, that's straight. You
Yeah.
should be able to pick
And
that.
I find this is their most different flow out of all the other
Yes,
tracks.
yep.
It's, It's almost like they had something to say, so it's not just the same flow, because maybe you can't fit what you want to say. You're literally saying something or whatever. But it's just way different to the other flows. But that's what I love about it. It's hell catchy and different.
Yeah.
So like, maybe you first listen through, like, you're like, this beat, and then the rhymes aren't like hell catchy as the other tracks. It's like maybe some cats will fucking skip the first time. Once you go back and hear it after you've done fucking like Freak It and shit 1,000 times, you're like, these fucking rhymes, dude, is insane, bro. Insane, dude. for some pills.
That,
that kill
I
stress.
think that's what you said when the course started next time and it on the tune. You're like, bro,
These fucking drugs, man.
fucking bro,
Yeah. That's the
dude.
shit it does. And then once you find, you're like, what have I been doing? What have I been doing with my life?
Oh, I've wasted
Wait,
all this
if
time.
I've missed this, what else have I missed?
What else have I missed?
What else
have
have I
I ever
missed?
been alive?
Just
Am I
in life,
fucking
yeah.
alive? That's Kordignac, another one. The bass line for me. I love that
yeah,
bass
yeah,
line.
yeah.
But let's jump into your one.
1, 2. Dude, the verses in this shit are so
The
insane to me.
offbeat key.
This is one
key
where
in it? It's got an
Yes,
offbeat
dude, yeah.
key.
Dude, just I love the like the talking at the start, man. You gotta help me out. This is the only place in town I can get these titles. Well, you gotta ask me. 1, 2. What you gonna do? That's fucking sick, man.
Oh, man.
And this is one where I think Books is the fucking man in this shit,
man.
dude.
Yeah, because this, 100%. Because this to me is like, this is what he's like 100% of the time on the next album.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, this is one where it's all Books standing out to me. He's just killing it, dude. Like, so many repeat lines in this, bro.
Oh, dude.
There's so many to me.
Bro.
Please go do this fucking song.
Bro. Please.
And because
Come
like
on,
this
man.
is one that
Bros,
doesn't
all sisters.
doesn't throw out at you at first because the other's got like the film clips and shit. Like you might have to dig for this unless you got the album. You got to dig to
Yeah.
find this track. It's not one that's going to show up on YouTube
Yeah.
and shit like that in your suggestions. You know,
No, man.
unless you've clicked it before.
Most of these will not.
Go listen to this album. Check out these tracks because fuck.
And some of these aren't even on YouTube, sadly. But
Crazy with the Books, man.
oh, that's one of my faves.
Yep.
One of my faves.
None of his faves.
The back and forth, man.
Yeah.
The
And the
just,
sample in that
the
too. The
sample-
sample is sick.
all I've got written next to that is favorite.
Yeah.
Man.
All I've got
One
is
of my favorites.
yeah.
That's,
I just wrote make noise.
Now we got the crazy with the books.
Yes,
y'all.
y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes,
Oh
y'all.
man,
yes,
that's
y'all.
fucking awesome, man.
Dude, sick.
Fucking crazy.
And then up to, do you want to jump to the next one? One of my favorite ones, bro.
Has one of the.
It's like that,
Oh
dude.
my god.
The beat.
Oh, this fucked my head up for ages,
Same,
man.
bro. Same.
When I first heard this, I reckon
Same.
I drove around with this on repeat for about a year. When I found this, man.
Nothing else touched the stereo.
Nothing else touched
Yeah.
the stereo.
Yeah.
It had little moments of things, and
Yeah.
then it was straight back to this and trying to master the verse, man. And fucking, it just,
Yep.
I can't even pick who I like more in it. I
Nah.
think Drazy slightly edges it because of that, the second verse.
All right.
What's the second verse? Reappear and disappear like,
Oh, yeah.
disappear and reappear like I'm a genie.
Eeny meeny. Yeah.
Uh,
I can't remember the word it starts with.
But that I think because of that second verse, he kind of takes the edge in the
Yep.
song. But otherwise, they're really equal, man. This is a really
'Cause
strong.
I can't think of who does the my crew was all that small cat, my four mats the range.
That's books.
I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Yeah.
Man. That's fucking.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And this is like most of the verses from this song is what they're doing on the Stretch and Bobbito freestyle to the Wow, what beat is that to again?
Oh,
Is it Akinelli? Is it the bomb?
Could be.
I think it is. And oh my god,
I think yes.
I love the beat and it's like that. But these verses to the it's the bomb beat
On the Stretch-
and Bobbito. Go look up the Stretch and Bobbito Das Effects freestyle. It's fucking. It'll pop your motherfucking head,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
What these cats can do live, bro,
Live.
without any sort of touch ups and shit.
Yes,
It's identical. It's the track.
It's identical.
It's
man.
just the
You
track.
can't- If you listen to it with your eyes closed and then go listen to the
100%,
album version,
yeah.
it's the
fucking-
same.
These cats can spit.
I think like you said, I can't remember what artist you said is like it, but if you put the verses over each other
Yeah,
in a
it's- yeah.
program, you would see
It's bang on.
they fucking
Yeah.
100% match, man.
100%.
That's it's one of my faves, man.
Yeah, dude.
And it doesn't, and also this song here, because I've read a thing, man. I've read a thing. It's like that
Prep up.
is what we're talking about. This is one that if you thought like Does Effects, all they have, if everything they say is iggity biggity, there's no iggity in this one.
No.
None. There's no iggity rhymes.
Yep.
So if that annoys you, or you're trying to say you're a fan and your mates aren't, you're trying to get them on. Go show them this one.
They're not even saying words.
Go show them this one, man. And they'll
I
be
reckon
like,
there's only one real major iggity track on this, which is that Rappers one. There's a bit of the
Yes,
iggity, but that beat, dude.
yes, yeah. And then I've got Host with the Most, which is the Rappers remix.
Yeah.
Because Books's, do you know Books's line? I'm gonna quote, just like say it. The one where he's the holy shamrocks, the man rocks with no beef or ham hocks. Oh my God! Gotta rewind that 500 million fucking times, man.
Dude, yeah.
So that brings us to the end of this one. What's your? It went gold. It was their second album, like we said.
Just sick. Just a sick one. Go check it out.
Go check it out,
That's all
man.
I got to say, man.
That's all I got to
It's an
say.
easy fucking album to listen to.
We're gonna
I'll
pop
tell you
some
that.
fucking Martian's head on
dude.
Mars, man. And
Yep.
we're gonna start a whole new colony.
We're taking this. We're going straight down to Mars sewer system. Pumping this shit.
Yeah, bro. Bring the Scully caps.
Yeah.
That's another cool thing because they had big dreads back then. They got old Scully hats on. They're fucking out here.
Yeah, and they got like you see the hoodies over their face, fully pulled out, see like this much of their face. Sick.
It's fucking awesome.
What's the next one though, dude? In the
Oi, man.
alphabetical order, what would be coming next, bro?
Number 4, man, and number 4th one. Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Ooh,
Doggy style.
doggy style, man. You just like the way I do doggy style.
Oh, man.
This album, dude. If you haven't listened to this and you like hip hop, I don't really know if you like hip hop. Go listen to this shit, dude.
Man,
This is another one of those albums that's a staple of hip hop, I reckon. If you want to be like,
Oh.
what was hip hop like in the 90s? Just fucking send them this, send them Midnight Marauders. There's a fucking handful of albums. This is one of them that's a staple of hip
What I
hop.
would-
Represents the genre.
What I would say is like how we were talking about G-Funk last one. Like,
Yeah.
so Above the Law and shit, they sort of come up, created the sound. Dre took inspiration and fucking put it into the stratosphere, and then Snoop and Dre with this album, it's better than the Chronic to me. They
Blasted
took
it.
G-Funk and blew it out into another dimension. Man.
This is like,
Dre. You can hear Dre's got better.
yeah.
His
Yep.
production is better.
And I reckon it's
Sonically, this
almost
is-
because of Snoop Dogg. Because Dre's sort of album. It's what he's got in his head, what he wants to do. Still, it's more connected to the roots of like the NWA,
Yes,
the feeling of it, if that makes
Yep,
sense.
yep.
Those hardcore sort.
Yeah,
And
what he knows.
Snoop's like, nah, I want some motherfuckers singing. I want my shit to be musical as fuck. You
Melodic.
take everything you can do with that and you just turn it into this absolute music orchestra of
Melodic
fucking
G-funk.
dude. Yeah, it's sick, dude. It's crazy, bro. Even the features on this are all dope.
Do you think? Do you think it's sonically better than the Chronic? I do, man.
It's tough. If it depends what we're meaning by like sonic.
Can you hear an improvement in the production?
Yeah.
Like, I think this is upper level from the Chronic.
Yep.
The Chronic is such an amazing. We dick rode that hard,
Yep.
but I think this is just above it, man.
Yep.
For me, like, I don't know why.
I reckon.
It's
I reckon
just
you could be right.
My ear.
And some of the bass lines of this are so chunky. Like those synth bass lines are wicked, man. Some of them will just rock my head. I love the characteristics of it. And I don't know, that could be just a production thing, the way he learned to bring out the characteristics of the shit he's using
Yes.
way more. So you can
Yeah.
actually like hear, obviously, like what that exact machine does
Maybe
compared
there
to
was
another one or
some
something.
technological advancements as well.
Definitely could be the case.
Had a bit to do
But
with
I
it.
always think it's wild that this is a year apart, the next project, and how different it sounds.
Wow,
Like, similar
man.
instruments and shit,
Yeah,
type samples,
But way.
totally different vibe. And but that's where I think that shit's on Snoop Dogg, where Snoop's like, okay, well now we're doing my album. I literally want it to be
Yeah.
party shit.
That's
you
fair,
know?
'cause
Good
I think-
time, musical, bitches singing in nearly
Yeah.
every fucking song, but
Yeah.
it's sick, you know,
It's
like
sick.
it's sick.
It's not singing
Yeah.
you hate. It's not forced.
It's not like an R&B style, you know.
And
it's
it's
just
not.
like,
It's not forced. Like
Yeah.
we got it. We've the label says we got to have this chick on one of your songs.
Yep, they've
It's
got
none of-
Mary J. Blige in.
Yeah,
No
have to-
hate, but that's the lady they usually got in for most albums.
Yeah, yeah. Which she'll burn any cunt today.
Fuck yeah.
But you know, it's just. But fucking, Oh man, it was if you don't know, Snoop Dogg is Snoop Dogg. It was the Death
Snoop
Row
Doggy
Interscope label, produced by Dre, Daz, and apparently Suge Knight was a co-producer. I'd like to know.
I think that's just
Business.
Suge Knight being like, I own this company.
Yes, that's what
and
I
I'm on the fucking thing too.
peaked at number 1 with I've got
It's
9.
hard to peak higher than that.
It's hard to peak higher than that. And have you got how many tracks you got?
Well, this is the funny thing. Originally, the one we'd have and the one everyone would have would be an 18
18.
tracker.
That's what.
You've got an 18 tracker
But
out
I've
there.
got
Don't
19
deny it.
written down.
Because
Yeah, don't deny
Don't
it.
fucking deny
Don't-
it, bro. You ain't got that track, dude.
You ain't got it,
If
bro.
you got it, you illegally
You
got
got you illegally.
it. And we don't support that.
You bootlegged it.
Motherfucker. Bootleg motherfucker.
Unless
But,
you're in the South Australia.
Originally, it had 19 tracks because it had G's Up, Hose Down.
Okay, yeah.
Was on the album. It was only on the very original pressing of the album, and then it was removed due to like copyright clearance. They
Okay.
could never get clearance from the samples they had, so it just got
Um,
stripped off the album. But compared to the other track, I think the other tracks are like it would have been a lot. That's probably the best track you can lose almost. from
Yeah.
which like
Yeah.
it's still a good track, but
Yeah.
these other tracks that are on the album, dude, I'm glad they made it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad there was no sample fucking issues with that shit. But apparently, this is just another thing I found out when trying to dig into, because like I was the exact same. I was like, what's up with this extra track? I don't know. It's not on the album I got the record. It's not on there, you know, like. But it's because it's not the original. But there was even like on the back of the printing, like shit was printed wrong on the back of the original album. Like some shit was in the wrong order, and it had the next episode was listed as being a track on the Snoop Dogg thing. On the very first, everyone's like, "This isn't a track. This next episode it doesn't exist." And then apparently it just got completely changed eventually and put on the next Dre album, the next Chronic one. But there was an original next episode that we've never heard, which was like obviously shouted out in like the original G thing for the next. Stay tuned to the next episode, which was meant to be coming, but we never got that either. So there was a bunch of weird printing issues and shit.
A cool thing I like about Dre too is he didn't force himself onto the album
Yeah.
in verses.
Yep.
What I'm meaning. There's no Dre verses on the album.
I'm fine with that.
You got a little bit of the tiniest little bit, but he's basically talking in that Murder Was the Case.
Yeah, and he does like a chorus for one.
And a chorus.
Or he says like, "Mind on my money and my
yeah,
money
yeah,
on my mind."
that's it, man. Which
cool.
you know is shows, you know, he's not a, you know, but I guess at that point, what did he have to prove anyway?
Yeah.
You know, but fuck anyway, man.
Nada.
18 tracks. If you've got the one we've got.
If you got yeah.
So I'm starting right up the top, man, with that fucking intro, that G-Funk intro.
That's insane, man. That's insane, bro. You can't go past that. You can't go past that. I don't care if that's the whole album.
And Rage, man.
I was just gonna say, but like everyone has upped their ante so much from the last, like the Chronic. It's unbelievable. It sounds like years later. Like it literally sounds like years later.
Yep.
Like they've all got an album or two in between this that we just haven't heard. Because they're so crazy different.
Yeah.
They are rocking it, dude.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Yeah, man.
Motherfuckers trying to call the studio.
Oi, could be fucking Percy P, man.
That could be P,
Hey,
bro.
brother.
Rhyme Inspector.
I'm Inspector.
Mark of the Subterranean.
Yeah, that's an amazing intro. Like, and it's just a good like. Wow, we're in for a fucking. If this is the
Yeah.
intro, imagine if the
Yeah.
album sucked and that was the.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Dude, you never.
That's
get
like that
into
KRS-One intro we always pull out.
Oh, the
And it's like-
digital.
yeah, and the intro's so crazy,
Yeah, the
like it just
album's
shines
not-
out over the
The
album.
album's not even
Like,
that great. The songs on there, but anyway, gotta mention the next one. Gotta mention Gin and Juice because it's a classic.
Yep.
And then
Straight into
the next one for me, man, is and it's one of my all-time favorite Snoop songs is the Shiznit, man.
dude, yeah, bro. The flow on this is insane. The beat too.
And this is another one where I said the last one with the Cypress Hill, the harmonica.
Yeah.
This one, the flute.
dude, yeah,
the
yeah,
flute.
dude, yeah.
Until this point, flutes were gay as fuck, man. I don't
Okay, you
care.
play a flute, you play a recorder.
I'm punching a windpipe, dog. I don't give a fuck, man.
Snap that
You
kid's
wear
recorder.
underwear with dick holes in them. And one thing that stands out to me, one of my stepdads at the time, fucking whatever, dude, it was plowing my mum.
Motherfucker.
Hated it, dude. This was one of my first. So I would have been about. See, I got things in the wrong order. I got this
Me too,
before.
hard.
Before I got this about a year or so before I was on to Cypress Hill and that. This was pretty much my first proper hip hop album, Doggy
Sick.
Style.
Yeah.
And this, I just would lay on my bed after school, fucking. And I remember fucking one of my mum's boyfriends or whatever. He'd, is that a flute? Is that a flute, man? I listen to God playing flute. That's hell cool, isn't it? Hell gangster. I'm like, you hear what this motherfucker's saying? Dude, you're like fixated on the flute
Yeah.
and not the rest
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking adds to it, man. I think it's dope.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's
You
like
need
the dopest flute
Yeah.
verse I've ever
Your
heard.
priorities are all fucked up,
Your
dude.
priorities all fucked
All
up,
fucked up,
dog.
dude.
Oh,
I don't want to
fuck.
hear anything you
I
gotta
don't
say,
want to hear
man.
anything you gotta say, man.
You don't. You cut off.
But, I mean, can you name any other cases where a flute is
No, I can't. Not off the top of my head.
used like
No,
this?
no, I can't. I can't at all. I think there's like not like this. I think the Alcoholics have a track where
Yes.
they use a flute.
Boo, boo,
Yeah,
boo, boo,
yeah.
boo, boo. But that's bottles, isn't it?
I can't even remember. But it's not this though.
The shiznit, man.
Dude, the motherfucking shiznit.
What do you got after that?
Next, I've got Serial Killer.
Serial killer. I've got that one too, man. The one I had before that was Murder Was the Case.
Yeah, I was gonna put that on, but then I was gonna. I got a lot of songs written down, man. It's another one that's hard to pull off those tracks, man.
I got 10 all up.
You got 10. I got 1, 2, 3,
So that's
4,
at 18.
5, 6,
It's not
7.
bad.
I got 8.
You know,
I got 8.
That's
I had yep.
But everyone knows Murder Was the Case, so we'll jump to Serial Killer. Fucking
Serial Killer.
got DPG, RBX, and DOC on it.
Yeah. Yep.
He's the one. I never,
Yeah.
What
is this?
I only just figured it out. Like just now.
Nice.
Just through this.
Just do
I'm like, that's DOC saying that. That's why the voice is all funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like an effect or something. You know?
That dude sounds like an effect.
Yeah, I didn't realise that
What
that
effect
was
you got on there, man? Cut dope.
that was the DOC. See, and like I was saying, I think it was last episode on the Chronic, I was saying how, like, you didn't have, because it all come in tapes and dub tapes and shit. It had no artwork. You didn't know who looked like what. Like, there wasn't any film clips yet that we could see anyway, like we didn't have cable and any of that shit. And this was the one where I was like, who the fuck is RBX, man?
Yeah.
Because of the Serial Killer
Yep.
track, man. I reckon he's sick
I like
on it.
RBX on this album more than the Chronic.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
I reckon
okay.
he's better on this album.
Yep.
I reckon almost everyone is. I reckon
Yep.
that's what it doesn't sound like it's just the next
The next year,
dude.
no, it doesn't,
man.
no, not at all,
It,
man.
like, it sounds like there should be a gap in between these albums.
They even got that written down. Like it's crazy that it's 1 year later,
It's fucking insane.
and I don't
man.
even think it's a full year later. Like it's not
No.
a full 12 months.
No, well, even if it was released a full 12 months,
It's crazy,
like
man.
it takes you a while to record the fucking album. You didn't like start recording it a year later. Most albums that were dropped, that were dropped in '93, started recording in fucking like '92 or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, even 91.
Yeah, like it's fucking. Like, second they finish, they're like, all right, we're doing your shit. Fucking nuts.
Crazy, man. And
What do you
then,
got next, mate?
Well, I had to put, just in case you didn't put it, just because you got to put it. Who am I?
Oh, dude, how do you think I not got
Because
that, bro?
just because I thought, it's
I
like,
know it's
it's the one everyone
it's sort
knows.
of like the gin and juice. Those two are the ones.
If you
sort
go
of,
to a bowling alley or a,
yeah.
or a
But,
club or something,
I
it's the
reckon
one
his
they
flow
play.
is so sick in that, dude.
The beat, man. The beat of
Dude,
it.
yeah,
That bass
yeah.
line.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the bass line that sticks out to me. as
Okay.
where that synth bass line.
Yep.
This just the actual sound of it, not the notes or anything, but the actual characteristics
Yep,
of the
yep,
bass
yep, that's
itself
cool.
is so chunky and wicked, man. I feel like I want that keyboard just to play. I'd play on that fucking thing
dude.
in my room to myself with a pair of headphones for fucking hours, dude.
That's
I could play on that thing for just a century. I'll just take that to Mars. I'll just take the keyboard, bro. We'll try to recreate it, Wes. You do RBX.
You get there like you could have brought a Dre album.
Yeah, I'm like, but listen to this fucking move, dude.
Yeah, that's a thumping. And I think that's why they always, like, back in the day when I'd go to town and clubbing and shit, there was this place called, I think it was called Church. And upstairs, there was 3 rooms, and upstairs was like a hip-hop R&B bit. And I'm not an R&B fan, but, they'd play hip-hop. And this was one of them, man. And I'm like, just because they had, like, the boomingest fucking sound system.
Yep.
The bass on this, on Who Am I, man, is crazy. And like you said, the dude's flow on it, man, Snoop's flow.
Funky,
I reckon it's probably one of his best flows on the album.
It's killer, man.
I would say, man. Start to finish.
I reckon it's sick.
Fucking awesome. And then just in case you don't have this one, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Yeah.
I got to put that. For me, that's it's a classic, and I really love Corrupt.
And just
Corrupt
quickly,
on
I
it,
saw
man.
a hilarious interview. This guy was interviewing Snoop Dogg. It was back then, and he's talking about, he's like, it's a bit of like misogynistic shit. He's like, you say like bitch, and he's like, just because I say bitch doesn't mean like anything like that. And the dude who's interviewing him starts trying to quote this song, and he's like quoting some lines. He's like, hey, that's corrupt, man. He's like, I didn't say that. He's like, it's corrupt. He's like, yeah, but like it's on your album. He's like, that's because I allow anybody to come on and have the freedom to say what they want to say. And the guy's like, oh, okay. And he starts trying to say another line. He's like, that's Warren G, man. That ain't even my line. And he's like, my line is, guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat dick for your motherfucking mouth. I'm like, sick, dude. That's killer. He's like, what? I didn't say that shit, man. You trying to pin some shit on me I didn't say.
It's cool for Salt and Pepper to hate on dudes, man.
Yeah, but I just thought it was hilarious. Every time you try to, that's not my line, man. That's not my line. This is my fucking line. Shit.
And my next one was Doggy Dog World, because I really like Daz on that one.
Yep.
G's and Hustlers.
Yep.
Sick one.
Dude, yep. J's and Hustlers.
And then the last one, man, Pump.
I gotta go down. Pump. Dude.
Probably
Blam.
Probably my most thrashed out track from the album. That's the one.
It's a pumper, dude.
The beat, the whole thing.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
I reckon the first time I ever heard this song, I have a feeling, I don't think it's right. Is that, I don't know for sure. Is that song in Above the Rim? I'm pretty sure that's the first place I ever heard it as a kid. Like, this is fucking a cool track, man.
I don't know, man.
I think it is.
I'm not sure.
Comment that shit below.
But I remember I made you listen to it at the gym one time on the
Yeah, I seen Above the Rim when I was pretty young.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah.
On the fucking things. We'll have to look that up.
We're doing the ellipticals.
A cool thing about this too, man, is it's got Lil Malik in it from Illegal. Yeah, that's a Jamal Legal.
That's got
Malik.
some crazy production
They were
on it
called
too.
Illegal. They were fucking hell young, man.
Dude, the beats on that album, bro.
But it's killer, dude. Like, these little kids would burn anyone
Yeah, dude.
that you're listening to.
It's like Eric
Guarantee that.
Sermon, Diamond D. There's a bunch of crazy
Oh my
producers on
god,
that
man!
album,
The features
Lord
are
Finesse,
fucking
bro.
crazy.
And the dudes that Finesse pretty much produced
Tretch
too.
wasn't even Tretch on one. Was Tretch on one of
I'm
them?
not sure, but I know Finesse,
Diamond D, for sure.
AG. I'm pretty sure
Yep.
is on there. Eric Sermon, and
Yeah, the
those
Eric
dudes
Sermon
all
one.
helped produce, not AG, but Showbiz. Like, it's a crazy production. The bass lines on that album is some funky shit. But let's continue talking about Snoop Dogg.
So, yeah, man.
DJ
Who used to know who that dude was? The old dude. I used to know his name. The one who's doing
The voice.
The voice. I can't. He used to go on tour with him and shit. He's like someone. He's related somehow.
All right.
And they just thought he was hell funny and the shit he said, so they
Yeah.
put him on
Yeah, I like
listen to it.
Well, I heard apparently there was so much demand for this album that the studio said to Dre, they're like, if we don't get it within 2 weeks, we're going to cancel the order, which doesn't make much sense if there was a lot of anticipation. But apparently Dre ended up mixing the entire album in 48 hours, putting like the skits in there, so like that sort of shit, in 48 hours.
Wow.
For the whole album. I don't know if that's true.
Must have been one hell of a crack rock.
Fuck, man. Yeah. Hours. But that's a pretty crazy fact. But I think the Lottie Dottie beat is fucking
Oh, yeah.
a sick beat.
Yeah, that's a sick
That's
one.
a sick beat.
That's one I always used to sing in That's another one that got me to
yeah,
the front.
and that's got that pays obviously homage to the big old Slick Rick.
So
Rick the Ruler.
Rick the Ruler, man. You'd have so this is obviously Snoop's debut album.
Yeah. He debuted on the Chronic, but this is his debut solo shit.
Solo album.
His solo shit.
One thing you got to say too is out of that whole clique, I think he's the most original.
Oh, dude, he's so original.
So
I
out
think
of
it's
Dre
crazy
and
original.
and Dog Pound and that, like Snoop for me is the most original of the whole thing.
Yeah, agreed.
That's not saying anything. They're all got their own part to play and all that,
Yeah.
but
He's so slick.
He's the most standout for being so different.
And
but fitting in so well.
Yeah. And give DOC some credits. Apparently DOC taught him how to rhyme, taught him to do all that shit. So much shit where he's talking like, he's like, man, I could freestyle, but DOC helped me take my shit to the next level. That's how I am where I am today and shit. Like, fuck yeah, man, that's killer. And I heard some disputing about like Daz reckons he made a few beats
for Doggy Style.
Yeah. And, well, this is what apparently Suge Knight said in an interview. I don't know if he was just hating on Dre, if this was after a whole bunch of shit or whatever. But he's like, Daz made Doggy Style and Dre bought credits from him. And I was like, I don't know. And then Snoop Dogg
Have
said...
you heard the Chronic?
Yeah,
it sounds
Snoop
a
Dogg,
lot like that, man.
Yeah, and Snoop Dogg says in another interview, he's like, oh, Daz, like, and Corrupt brought, like, a beat or two to Dre. He's like, but Dre fucking... upped that shit like crazy, and he's like, and Dre did Doggy Style.
That's
There's nothing
I
to
would
that.
choose to believe
Yeah,
that.
and he's like, dude, there's times where it's just me, Dre, and DOC in the studio. He's like, that's it. That's it. No other motherfuckers were in there at most points. So, fuck you, Shook.
Fuck you, Suge, man. Sorry, man. Don't come
Hey, man, I ain't mean it, dude.
You got more fucking money than
All we
David
gotta do is shout out to, like, other dudes that can protect us. Tretch, you a dope motherfucker, man. Want you on my team.
I'm going with Sticky Fingers, yo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want that
That's a good one to go
motherfucker
with.
on my side, man. What do you got, man?
one to
We
go
got the
with.
last one for the fucking 93s, bro. And this
Dude.
was hard too, but this one here, man.
This one was an easy one to get on,
Tell
bro.
me what
This
you
is
got,
one
bruh.
of my favorite albums of all time, dude. This is motherfucking straight from the slums of Shaolin, dude. The
On
Wu-Tang
guard.
Clan strikes again. The Reza, the Jezza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, You God, Ghostface Killer, and the Method Man, and Master Killer. Shout out to you too, bro. You got a verse in there.
Loud Records, produced by RZA, Old
Dude.
Dirty, and Method, peaked at 41.
Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 chambers, dude.
12 tracks of fucking
12 tracks of just straight the grittiest hip hop you've ever heard. 12, you could say 13 tracks because some just have like the conclusion at the end. Sometimes it's tagged onto the same track. Sometimes it's a fucking 13th track just called conclusion with like the dudes talking or whatever.
hate in the comments. Hate.
Hey. But fucking, whoa, dang. Fucking, this is one of my favorite albums of all time, man. This has got to be, I think, the grittiest album in hip hop history, dude.
This
The grittiest shit. Nothing. There's no other album that physically comes close to sounding like this. And there's a few later RZA productions, like the next year, like Takao, has a similar sort of like it tries to attain the same thing, I think, but it doesn't quite do it, man. And to the untrained ear, you'd think that's the same sound. There's nothing fucking different about that, bro. This fucking album is just a pinnacle of just like masterful production in its own right, not against anything else. It's its own thing. And apparently it was recorded hell cheap. Like Protect Your Neck cost $300 worth of studio time to make. $300. Every bit of equipment was borrowed from cunts or just secondhand shit found. Like, I don't know if that contributes to the grittiness of the sound and shit.
I would
but
imagine
man,
so.
the lo-fi, the snares on this shit. Dude,
It's just
unbelievable,
come smashing
man.
plates on the ground. That's just, that was the snares, man.
It's unbelievable, man. I can't. This is fucking the shit that blows my head, man.
It's
Super group.
It's like the first super group, you could say, apart from the Juice Crew and all that. But this is like
This is a super group.
This is everyone is super in it.
Everyone is super and different. The most original MC, man.
It's so the whole album is the whole concept of it is
It's
fucking
insane.
original.
Yeah.
It's out of all this time and out of this fucking 93 and like Snoop being original and all that. This here, man, is just like created its own genre.
Yeah, this brings hip hop back to the underground gritty shit because you like obviously it steers off a lot. Same year you've got Doggy Style, man. Everyone's loving that sort of shit, man. And you bring it back to with this gritty stuff. That after this is where you get the Nas's, everyone like that with that underground New York sort of sound, you know.
I reckon this is like this album is like the hardcore hip hop trailblazer. The trailblazer, path setting, trend setting for hardcore gritty hip hop, man.
And to me, just as like the Cypress Hill album captures the essence of like that stoned, like just essence. This to me literally feels like it was born in the Shaolin Temple, dude. I can't, like, it's unbelievable the atmosphere of every like cutting shit from like a different fucking Shaolin versus Wu-Tang or Executioners from Shaolin. So many, you know, I love Kung Fu shit. This is why I love, it's where just all like my love comes together and shit. It's so insane.
See, I'm not even as big a Kung Fu fan as you are, and to me, I still dick ride that part of it. That's super hard, man, because I'm not even as big a fan as you, but I still really like love it about the album, man.
Sick.
That was a drawing point
and that
for
proves that it's not just, I haven't just associated that over the years. This sounds like Kung Fu tracks.
Nah,
like,
man,
this sounds like a fucking the soundtrack.
Street Kung Fu, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a soundtrack to a Shaw Brothers film.
Yes,
man. Like, it just sounds so wicked, man. I can't fucking love this album enough, dude. It's such a unique sound, and every rapper's unique too, you know?
And this is a debut album, man.
That's insane. And like,
this is a fucking debut.
We could get some fucking comments or whatever. Reza had Prince Rakim album before, and Jezza had his solo album.
No, Dirty was already signed and doing shit under ASON.
Yeah, this is fucking just next level, dude. This is next level. The use of samples on here is so different to what anyone else is doing or was doing at all. The lo-fi sound, the drums are so raw. It's the grittiest, dirtiest drums.
Total opposite of what Dre was doing. Crisp, clean.
Yeah.
This is pop and crackle.
I reckon
on
this
purpose.
is what brought that underground sort of sound to the mainstream.
Yeah,
you know, because like that was always like the Das Effects one. It's got that gritty sound, but it's always lived in the underground. And this just brought it to the forefront. Like we can just literally have shit be so gritty.
I tell you, man, I was about 13. This changed the whole school field.
Yeah,
dude. This changed. Lunch and Recess Forever was different.
And because I know I'd always knew about Wu-Tang before ever hearing this album, because I didn't grow up when it came out and shit like that. So everyone had Wu-Tang shirts or whatever, and you know you'd see the guys with wearing Wu-Tang, and you'd always hear about Wu-Tang, and then when you actually go back, if you've never listened to the album and you think, oh, Wu-Tang are just so hyped, it's just a name people say basically. Everyone knows
the
Wu-Tang.
mainstream or whatever.
Go back and literally listen to this album and you understand why, bro. You understand why all that shit happened. Why
it started
a revolution, a movement,
dude.
It's unbelievable. Rez is one of my favorite producers ever, bro.
Because I'm telling you, when this dropped, it wasn't golfed up by the masses like it is now. We were weird. I was the weird kid who liked Wu-Tang.
Fuck yeah.
Like, what do you like? Fucking dudes from the hood with swords and katanas and shit. Like, that's the shit I would hear.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, you don't
Did you
know.
hear what he's spitting, dude?
I remember, like, parents lost their mind over it. It was banned. You weren't allowed to have this at school. Fucking teachers were trying to get it banned. Parents, I remember there was heaps of shit in the media at the time. They were trying to get it banned, removed from the shelves.
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking, it caused a whole thing. And for us as kids, man, it fucking...
That's what you want.
Dude, it was like, it was the biggest fuck you to all the shit that was cool at the time, all the pop.
Yeah.
Because I do like...
all the real clean, crispy...
Yeah, I'm like a 90s fan overall.
Music.
I like 90s had a lot of good other genres, but This was just like a big dick's turkey slap in the face, man.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Cop the Wu sword.
yeah, we're dropping this on the kids, man.
Fuck yeah,
Thanks
dude.
for the babies.
Obviously got all that Reza production. ODB's credited as co-producing The Mystery of Chess Boxing.
Yeah.
And Method Man's credited for co-producing Wu-Tang Clan Ain't Nothing to Fuck With.
Okay, yeah.
But got to give Reza
Reza
most
full
of that
credit.
fucking credit, dude.
Yeah.
I heard that Reza would make people battle to like see who could get on the track. Basically, split your verses. Whoever's got the craziest verse is getting on the track. That's why some tracks, like just one cunt won't be on it because like other dudes buried him with their verse.
How did
basically,
he
or
ever
some
get
shit.
on the track?
This is my favorite Reza though. I love the Reza verses in this personally.
Yeah,
this
okay.
is like a lot of dudes hate on Reza. I reckon listen to this Reza, and this is where you know how they're always like, oh, Reza's razor sharp with the rhymes. This is where that shit comes from me. I reckon his rhymes are sick in this. Chill with the feedback.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't need that.
See, I don't hate but
Like I don't think he's
to me,
the like a weak point in it
No,
at all
no,
or anything
no.
like that.
but to me, he out of all the MCs, to me he is the weakest.
Okay. I like him more than You God,
Okay,
especially in this album.
all right. You God has such a small part.
Yeah.
on this album.
Yeah, so it's probably easy to say.
Yeah.
But I couldn't put anyone else in there.
Yeah,
but I was
no.
like, I know You God's one that I can definitely
He's
say
like
I'd
one
fucking
verse.
like Reza more than him. Some reason his verses are mad catchy to me.
But to me,
Flowing like Christ when I speaks the gospel.
yeah. But to me, the thing that always redeemed Rizza was this is pretty much all his idea. And he's the heartbeat of the whole thing.
They
man.
call him the Abbot for
a
a
reason,
dude.
man.
He's the guy who runs the fucking Shaolin temple,
You know,
dude, okay? He's
like-
the eldest, the fucking leader.
He's the one you take the offering to, man.
Exactly,
And
dude. This motherfucker got the 6 dots and
he
everything.
prevents cancer entering your body. Let's hit it up, man. We got
dude.
12 tracks to get through here, man, and it was hard.
Bro.
Let me count this real quick. How many have you got?
How many did I write down? This is a hard one to
How
not,
many you got?
This is a really hard one to not write every single track onto.
There's only 12 tracks, and I've written down 10.
Okay, you wrote 10. I tried to not do that.
I can't help it.
I know. Yeah, I wrote 6 down because they were the 6 that are fucking crazy insane.
That's
Because I didn't write down any of the dudes' solo tracks like the Method Man one of the
Oh,
two,
no, I
even
didn't
though
write
they're
down-
insane.
I did actually write down Method Man.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's hit it from the top, man.
Dude, the intro is showing you exactly where you're going on this ride, isn't it, dude? We're pumping you with those thumping kicks, the snares, and the grittiness of the vocals, dude. Everything about it. And before it even starts, just Shaolin Shadowboxing and the Wu-Tang Sword Style. What a great way to start an album, dude. I love this shit, man.
Now I have to call out someone here, man. I'm calling someone out.
Cool it.
You ever heard of Israel Adesanya? I'm sure you have. Izzy. Nah, this is all love, bro. You the bomb, man. I've been
We're gonna tag you.
a huge fan of you before you're in UFC, all your K1 kickboxing shit. I was sending your fights to heaps of cunts, man. But can you please? I know you're in hip hop. I've watched all your shit, dude. I've seen you driving around in your McLaren, and I swear you had fucking Gangster Guru playing. So I know you got that ear. Can you please come out? One of your fights. An awesome entry fucking tune for you, man. Bring the ruckus.
That would be a good one.
Can you please at least once?
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
Can you come out to it, please?
That'd be hilarious. That'd be pretty funny.
I
That'd
think
be
the
sick.
crowd will lose their shit, man. And that's the one that's got the snares.
Yeah, it's got those.
Snares on that are
Dude.
fucking insane, man.
It's insane.
'Cause
That's
I
where
don't-
it's like, not many people sample multiple tracks for their drums.
No,
This dude does, man.
and I don't find this album super bassy either. It's not real.
It's different.
It's
bass.
different. It's not.
I love it though.
It's not sub bass though.
It's more that mid range
Yeah,
bass frequency.
It's not blowing your parcel shelf out bass,
And
which
I
is
think-
cool, man. Which
I
is
think
cool
that's
too.
to do with the technology they're doing it on, like
Yeah.
all the cheap shit that, but you could probably only hear
Yeah,
certain
probably.
shit, man. You know,
Because like if you think of Who Am I, and then there's nothing that
that's
even
using
comes
like
close,
the craziest of
Yes.
technology,
so that you can hear it.
Yeah.
There's nothing on this album that even comes close to that
this
level
is
of bass.
secondhand equipment, giving some guys some money for some studio time.
I think that's what gives it its golden.
Because I love the bass in it. Because that's what, like, the bass in this is what really made me start to realize that it doesn't have to be all low. That there's a certain point just above the kick where shit can resonate insanely well that almost like shakes your doors. Like, it's just this sound that sits in my ear that if there's too much of it, it makes a track really muddy. But Rez is so good at adding just enough of it to where, like, even tracks like Can It Be So Simple, the bass is just wicked, man. I love the way it's like, it sounds compressed and like just pushed and just sick.
See, I used to argue with my mates that they would say that, but to me, there's no such thing as a droney. Or I don't care. Some songs I like it if I can hardly hear the cunt, man.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Because I'm there so deep in the bass game.
Yeah,
It's fucking. But
That's
anyway, man. Bring the ruckus, man. Bring the ruckus. You've got less than me, so
You go. We'll go through yours
uh,
because all mine are on yours. I have no doubt.
shame on a brother.
Yep.
ODB, man.
Dude. Yeah.
Old Dirty and that's
Even
sick.
Method Man.
Method Man, sick.
Even just the
beat, man.
The beat, bro.
The beat, dude.
Yeah. I remember hearing Snoop Dogg in an interview one time being like, man, he's like, the second we heard that track, bro.
Okay.
He's like, just the second it started that sample, he's like, we knew. He's like, this is some hip hop, dude. This is some hip hop. And that's
Who said that? Snoop.
Snoop said that.
Sick.
And that's the same year his album came out. He's
Yep.
like, this is some different shit, man.
Way different.
This is hip hop, bro.
Way different,
Smoke
man.
from the lyrical blunt mix.
And then straight from that one, man, Clan in the front.
Yep.
'Cause-
Yeah, I didn't write those solo tracks, but that's the bass line at the start of that. That's what I mean about those, like, not the sub frequencies, but those bit higher frequencies where it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. You physically have to listen to it. I love the sound of it. It's just different.
I couldn't leave this
It's
off
RZA.
just because Jizza, man, is
Insane.
he just fucking kills it.
And I love the samples,
There's no
dude.
need for any other MC on that track, man.
That must be one of those tracks where it's like, where if they battled for rhymes, his was just crazy.
And I think also maybe because they do say, like, if you watch a lot of the, we're white dudes in South Australia, so we're going off docos and articles, but.
Oh, what, you talk to him? Let us know.
They said, like, I've heard heaps of times they say, like, because Wu-Tang was pretty much performed with just RZA, Jizza, and Old Dirty Bastard, and Meth and all that come later. But they had already had a few songs recorded, RZA, Jizza, and maybe this could be one of them, and they added the skit in at the start of it.
Could be. Just Jizza sounds like Jizza from this album. He doesn't sound like earlier Jizza.
No, but
Yeah.
they all were recorded in the same year. They were just recorded before they sort of had met and said,
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about like their earlier album and
No.
shit.
So they
'Cause, like, I think Rez's first album's like 91.
So apparently the legend says some of these songs were pre-recorded before they had met Meth and everything.
Okay.
So they were still recorded in 93 and made and written in 93, but apparently, Jizza, RZA, and Old Dirty Bastard had a couple of songs already done as Wu-Tang before, and then when they met Meth and all that, like, oh, you motherfuckers, like, that's fucking
nice.
That's all. And because Method Man and that came with a couple of their own songs. And then that's why, if you really listen to the album, it is a little bit, you can kind of hear that, man. I can kind of hear that it's not a full cohesive, like people have, there is outside, he came with this and he came with that, and then they've merged it in and made an album out of it sort of thing.
Nice.
And then they've got their tracks that they fit in between that. And I'm like, now that I know that, I can actually hear.
Because I heard stories of Reza saying, like, Method Man coming over and he was playing the beat for Method Man. He's like, I'll show you this beat. And he's like, Method Man just walked in with a blunt, man. We're just, like, smoking and doing that. And then shows him a beat. And then he's like, I got some rhymes. Like, just pulls out a scrumpled piece of paper and starts, like, spitting the Method Man rhymes. And he's like, dude, get in the booth, man. Let's record this right now. No one else is there. They're like, your rhymes are fucking just insane for this beat. Let's just record the whole track. And they busted out Method Man. They're like... And then eventually, they said they get to the point where, like, I've heard Reza say they had to fight for spaces on, like, the album to where he's like, man, there was other dudes who had solo tracks that didn't make it, because we just had to put all ego aside and who cares who has more verses on the album, just what tracks are literally the best. And they were like, and Method Man had to go on there because that track was just fucking shined.
Well, like, you know, I think lyrically, Raekwon or Ghostface for me are like up the top of Wu-Tang.
Yep.
But voice, you can just listening to this, you can see why Method Man was made it so huge.
He's the soul of the
He's
group,
got
dude.
the rhymes too in that, but it's that voice, man.
He's the soul.
It's the voice, bro.
To me, that's all I hear, especially when I listen to him and Red together. He's the soul, Red's the funk. But
Yeah.
like, he's so soulful.
Yeah.
So soulful.
Yeah,
Even
man.
especially if you listen to the Stretch and Bobbito freestyle. It's like a 10-minute fucking awesome freestyle with Method and Ghost. And the amount of soul he's spitting in some of that. 'Cause he's spitting a lot of the Takao verses and he's spitting them differently. Like just full soulful style. And it's
Yep.
like he seems like his parents must have loved
We'll
soul
post
music
it.
or something. Because fuck yeah. Because to me, he's got that soul, man. He's got
Yeah.
that soul brother shit.
He's just
dude.
born with it, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He just come out like
I've
that.
even heard Reza say how much he loves Raekwon's voice because he's like, dude, the second he's like, I'd put Raekwon on a track, he's like, it just sounded like a track. He's like, I was like, now this is it. Now it's a track.
I love Raekwon.
It's sick.
I reckon he's a boss of
He's
the
another
crew.
dude. Every time he's spitting, I picture his face.
Yes.
You know, like
yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
It's sick.
So Clan in the front, next one, man. I'm pretty sure you've got this one on your
pretty
list,
sure.
man. Seventh Chamber.
The Wu-Tang 7th Chamber, dude.
Fucking killer tape, dog.
I'll buy you 4 more fucking killer tapes, man.
It's the guard.
It's a God. Fucking all types of fucking blood coming out of like a newborn fucking baby, God.
It's the guard.
Is he dead?
This is one of my all-time favorite
Wu-Tang tracks.
Wu-Tang tracks, man.
Yep. And this is one I only heard when I first listened to the album. Most of the other tracks are like, the whole album's so amazing that you've pretty much heard most of these tracks without ever sitting down and listening to the album, if you know what I'm saying. you
Yeah.
know? And but this is one that was never, like before when I was younger, before I'd ever heard the album, this wasn't a track I'd ever heard about. I never heard any cat tell me about it. No one was ever like, you hear this, play this song. When I first listened to it, and I was just blown away, dude. Like the beat, the stabs, boom, boom, boom. It's just insane, dude. And this is one of those tracks that's got most cats on it too.
I think
And it's just
think they're all on it,
Yeah.
aren't they?
The only dude who's not on, like, pretty much, who's only on one track is like Master Killer. Is like,
Yes.
he's only in, is it Protect Your Neck or The Mysterious Chess Boxing?
It's one of them two.
It's one of
man.
them two that he's like the last dude.
But this Seventh Chamber, I'm pretty sure they're all on it.
It's sick, dude. And Method Man's verse, the up and down, like, it's fucking sick, man. Like the ginseng root,
Yeah.
is killer, dude.
Save the,
Another
the
one
beat
where I
for the
love
cow.
Reza, I love everyone.
Yeah.
I love how so many tracks they close with Jezza.
Yes.
They're like, we know Jez is literally shutting this shit
Yeah.
down, bro.
Because at that
Check a genius.
at that
Take us the
time,
fuck outta
he'd won awards by then.
here. Jezza?
Yeah, he was in the source for he'd won some lyrical type fucking awards.
Is that from his first album?
Must be. Or maybe it was from some
Which I
of the
think is
Juice
called
Crew.
Words from the Genius.
Yeah, I
it's
think
his
it might
first
have
one.
been from that. And so he was already like critically acclaimed as a fucking supreme lyricist.
Yeah.
So maybe that's that's got a bit to do with it, I would
Fuck yeah.
imagine. And like just listen to the cunt at that point.
He's one of my favorites.
But this Seventh Chamber, man, I always wonder, like, one thing that pains me is like people don't really have a lot of patience these days, and there's a giant skit in front of it.
Yeah.
Now the skit is hilarious,
But it goes for a minute and a half.
but it goes for a minute and a half, and I could see people not seeing a song coming at the end of that.
Yeah.
Because it goes for so long, they must think, oh, and they don't look how long, many minutes.
Do you know, there's so many tracks I've personally done that too.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't know that there was going to be a track.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
back in the day.
That's how I know.
I did that to a Gangstar song for years, bro.
Which
For years. The rep grows bigger.
Oh, you get the fuck out, man.
Do you know how long? Like,
Yes.
for years,
yes,
man.
the chick talking.
Yeah, and I was just
And she's got a hell annoying fucking
And every
voice
time,
too.
I just never knew there was a track. I never looked to see, oh, this actually goes for fucking 5 minutes.
So
I was just always like, skip. And then one day, it was playing, and I was just, what the fuck? I was like, I've never heard this. It's one of the best fucking songs on the album.
So a tip for all you players, young players out there is if you're going to skip like that.
Yeah.
Don't skip to the end. Don't just skip to the next track. Skip seconds.
But
And wait and go right to the end, man.
on your second listen, the first one's
Yes,
straight through,
yes,
dude.
but this is on your second listen.
The
man.
first, this is why we say you got to listen straight through because you find the tracks.
Find the
man.
tracks, man.
This is how you find all the tracks. The good tracks are rarely the ones that have video.
and
clips.
sometimes they're
It's
not.
just the most commercial.
Sometimes they're not even
available.
full tracks. It'll just be a verse, but
Yeah.
it'll be the best fucking verse you've ever heard.
You've ever heard. Ever. What else have I missed?
So seventh chamber, man.
You got
Good morning, Vietnam. So the next one for me was the mysteries of chess boxing.
Dude,
I really
dude.
like you got on that one. I
Yeah,
reckon
yep,
he's got
yep.
that's,
And that's the one where it doesn't even need method, man.
No,
You know, like, do
nah.
the hook, bro. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're cool with that.
yeah, we don't even.
We're cool with that.
We don't even.
Is that the one that I think that might be the one that has Master Killer? Is it?
I think so. I reckon.
Looks like the World Cup of Master.
Yeah, I think so.
But I just love the way the track starts, man.
Yeah.
Smoke on, I'm like smoking so free.
No, that's protect your neck.
Oh, yes, it is too. Yeah. But that one, dude. Hey, we'll get down there. But this is like cocaine straight from Bolivia.
That's the one.
All I had was I was trying to get to this.
Run into the wall and bang your head.
Yeah, and the film clip. This is one that does have a
Yeah,
film
yeah,
clip,
it does.
man. Like when they're playing chess and
Yes,
shit.
yes.
That's cool, man.
Yes.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, we're down with that, man.
That's cool, man.
That's another thing
It's that Shaolin
we've
shit.
been a collector of film clips, man.
Yeah.
I've been collecting them forever and send them through, man. If you got any good ones. After chess boxing, I'd have to go just because it's a classic. I know it's one that everyone, but Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
That's one of my favorites, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of my all-time favorites,
Yeah.
bro. I reckon it's so dope. Another one where Reza to me is killer, bro.
The only thing that killed that for me is like at the time of like that was the one song that everywhere I went that was playing.
Yep.
And it sort of got thrashed out to me. It got played out.
Yep.
And that's why
Yeah, that sucks. That really does suck. I never had that with that track. Cream was the one that was always getting played.
Okay.
Cream was played everywhere.
Yeah.
That's the one everyone knew.
That
Cream.
is another thrashed out one to me.
But this to me
them two
is
were probably the most.
wicked, man. It's only 3 MCs, but it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
And because I hate that.
And the sample, man.
you know, because it's
the way he does
sampled
it.
really well, man. And it's
He uses his sample so different to everyone
even the
else.
bass. It's got nice bass
Yeah.
in it, man. Boom, 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 boom.
I just reckon everything about it's sick.
It's a killer track, man.
Chop his fucking head off.
What's
Represent.
There's actually what's that killer remix, man? I sent you the
Oh.
dude on the keyboard. He's like he's like a Sinatra.
I can only remember the one I sent you.
It was a young dude. Did you send it to me?
The swing remix. And
Yes.
he's doing every instrument.
Yes.
Yeah, that I sent you that. Yeah.
That was sick,
Fuck,
man.
dude, go check that out. He does every instrument, and he does a crazy jazz swing version of this. Just type in Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to
We'll
fuck
post
with.
it.
Yeah, we'll post it.
We'll post it, but if not,
But just in case, might as well type it in. Get it in your history, you
motherfucker
know.
just burn
But
a
just, I
hole.
think it's just swing version, swing remix. Type in swing after it, and it's gonna come up. But this cat is cool, man. This dude knows how to do it.
yeah, man.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good.
After that, Cream. Just because it's smooth.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
And
smoothest.
Raekwon and Ghostface, dude.
And yeah, it's the smoothest track on the whole album.
Yeah,
Like,
it is smooth.
It's the most smoothest one.
That
at least
chorus,
rough.
that chorus, dude.
Yes.
is iconic as can be.
Yeah.
It's iconic as can be.
Yeah. But like you said, that was a thrashed out one for me. And then in the day, man, and that's why I had to put it. Method Man.
Yeah, dude.
I had to put it on
Roll
there.
the dice.
And because at the start,
Oh, fucking.
it's got the.
Oh,
I was trying to
fucking.
read then I was trying to remember.
yeah.
Because I've just got I fucking skit. And then I was like, okay. That,
So your asshole crows keep
Feeding
feeding
ya.
you and feeding you and feeding you.
oh, man, that was fucking. There's a cool story behind that.
Okay.
That him and Ghost. That's how they used to get himself in the zone. And
Oh,
apparently
right.
they just used to do that for ages.
That's cool.
I fucking all this shit they do to each other.
Yeah.
And then they were like, let's put that on the start. Of the
Yeah, that's
fucking-"
cool.
And I was like, oh, that's
That's
funny
cool.
as fuck, man.
Yeah. Pull the tongue out your mouth, stab the shit with a rusty screwdriver.
So meth, that has to be on there.
Yeah.
But then the next one, man.
Dude, protect your neck.
Oh, again and again.
Again and again.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
I never call and ask you for favors, man.
To play something, right? Right? How you doing, man? Chilling.
You know what I want? I want to hear that
Wu-Tang again?
Again and again. Oh, and then Inspector Deck comes in,
That's
man.
a smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier.
Ah! This is my all-time favorite Wu-Tang
Yep.
song.
Yep.
Undeniable. This is the fucking.
And
if I can
everyone's
only
verse
pick
is crazy,
one
man.
Wu-Tang song, this is the one I'm
It's the
picking.
one. That's the
This
one.
is the one for me, man.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you. Leave a comment. But for me, this is the fucking one, man.
Yep. I'm with you. It's pretty. It's a pretty fair statement.
It hasn't even aged to me.
Even Old
It
Dirty
hasn't
Bastard's
aged.
crazy sick. Old Dirty Bastard's sick on the Mysterious Chess Boxing too. I
Yes,
love him on
yes,
that one, man.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
sick on that.
Yes. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, God,
Yeah,
man.
he is,
fucking
man.
is, man. I love this
But
guy.
yeah, dude, that track is just that's
That's another one.
I
They're
think
all
that
on.
was their first single too. That's the one that like Stretch and Babita were playing. Like, who the fuck are these
Okay.
cats, bro? Like, this
Well,
is
I think that
insane.
if you were going to advertise yourself and your album, I think that would be the track you would
Check
put.
that one out there.
That's the one you
Yeah.
would say. Man.
Everyone just be like, "What? The
It's alright.
man, we got this
We got
joint
this.
we made."
We got this joint,
Whatever,
man. It's
man.
alright, man.
I mean-
it's a little something. something.
yeah, from our stash.
Yeah, and like I think I've even written.
That's one where everyone's crazy.
They're all on it, and to me, man, that's one of the most timeless Wu-Tang songs.
Yeah.
It just hasn't aged to me.
I play it pretty much every time I'm in the gym.
Yeah, it's a go.
Yeah.
It's a go-to.
It's a sick one.
And-
And then I really like the beat for Tears though, dude.
yeah,
I reckon it's a wicked beat,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
love it.
yeah,
I personally love that
Love it.
fucking beat, man.
yeah,
I reckon it's awesome as shit.
yeah. Sick.
It's just that it's so Reza to me, dude.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
so Reza, dude.
It is.
I love it.
It is.
I love it.
Um.
I like the beat more than the song,
Yes.
but the beat.
Yeah, I
something
would
about
agree,
that
I would
beat
agree.
just does something to me.
I
man.
agree, man.
I love it.
I do like the beat more than the song.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
That's where people can point out maybe Reza's not as good as his other ones, you know,
Yeah.
like on that one. Because Reza's other verses, man, like Reza in Protect Your Neck, crazy good, man.
Maybe it was just earlier, and they just put it at the end of the album.
Maybe.
You know.
Maybe.
But another one I did put down for the same reasons as what was the last one? If you had chicks in the car, this is what I'd put on. I can't.
It's only at the start of the podcast.
Yeah, he knows. But this I have to mention this-
Electric Relaxation.
Okay, yep, that one. This one here was another one. You'll crack up laughing, but it's the Seventh Chamber Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's got that more of a let me clear my throat type beat feel
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it, you
okay,
know,
yeah.
and chicks always love that.
Yeah.
So like this was my version of love songs. Okay, so it was this little tune,
Oh,
man.
sick.
But yeah, I'd
sick.
have to put that on. I've even got If We Had Chicks in the Car. That's
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
But man, dude, this, like we said, fucking original, gritty as fuck, kung fu, fucking drum samples, no weak links. Everyone has a
Dude,
purpose.
it's insane, man.
Total game change. Went
Fucking-
platinum. Fucking their debut fucking album, man.
Total
Together
style is
as a
immensely
group.
strong.
Fucking really shined a light
There's
on the
nothing else to
hardcore.
say.
Took hardcore.
I think we just said it.
We just fucking said it, bro.
We just said it.
You've been told, dog.
Don't know, now you know.
Now, quickly.
We'll give you some of the ones that we end up fighting over the ones that don't make the list. You know, this is where the punch-ups happen,
Yep.
the motherfucking fights and
Do you
shit.
want to do like last week's first, or this? What do you
We'll do this one first. What do you
All
reckon?
right,
Just
yep,
whilst we're on
yep.
here, the ones that compared to the albums we just said,
Yep.
whilst they're in your head. Do you want to go down your list?
Go down yours.
We got a similar sort of list, obviously.
We got a similar
But
list.
just different orders. You can shout out whichever ones I missed and shit, man. But this one was one that really nearly made the list, so I just want to give it a good shout out.
For last year, for 93, wasn't it?
Oh, no, 94 first,
just
sorry. 94
we're
first.
doing 93.
This is one that really nearly...
93, you mean? Sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
93.
Fucking hell, we are really good at this, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Got book. Maybe just write it.
We should do a podcast.
Good idea, man. Good idea. KRS-One, Return of the Boom Bap, was one that he nearly made his way on the list, bro. That's a really good album. Everyone should go check it out. But then we'll just rattle off the list, bro. Black Moon, Enter the Stage. That's an insane album to me. Beat miners are just insane. But Onyx, Back to Fuck Up. Lords of the Underground, Here Come the Lords. Dude, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, No Need for Alarm. Master Ace, Slaughterhouse. Naughty by Nature, 1993. The Alcoholics, 21 and Over. Run DMC, Down with the King.
That's a sick fucking album, man.
That's probably one of my favorite DMC
That's
albums.
my favorite DMC album.
Souls of Mischief, 93 to Infinity. Definitely go check that. Ice Cube, Lethal Injection. Salt and Pepper, very necessary. That's where you get Shoop and all those sort of tracks that you know and love. Go check it out. Yo, you better ask somebody. Fat Joe, Represent. De La Soul, Balloon Mind State. Tupac, Strictly for My Brothers. Ghetto Boys, Till Death Do Us Part. Dude, Leaders of the New School, Time. Scarface, The World Is Yours. And then Intelligent Hoodlum too. I had to just chuck that one on the list, bro. Everyone should go check that one out. Tragedy, Saga.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Yep. Yeah, anything else I didn't have on there?
The Mob Deep, man, the Juvenile
yep.
Hell, which is like, go listen to it, man, because they sound way different. And it had Poor Righteous Teachers.
Pre-Infamous.
Black Infamous. You said Eric Sermon, No Pressure, didn't you?
No, I didn't, but nice.
Tupac, Strictly for My Brothers.
Yep.
You had Here Come the Lords, didn't you?
Yep.
The Roots, Organics.
Oh, and I didn't say, I'm pretty sure there's a...
Funk Dubious? Which
I didn't write the Funk Dubious.
Which brother you be?
That was for 93.
Which doobie you be? Sorry. That's about it, man.
Nice. And I'm pretty sure there's an MC Light album, I think, in 93. Don't quote me, but I didn't write it down. I just have a feeling that there is.
Was Lethal Injection 93?
Pretty sure. Yeah, I know, yeah. I know. That's what I mean. It's tough to make these lists, guys. But we'll go back, we'll jump back, because we didn't tell you what the 92 ones were. We didn't shout them out, man. You rattle
just
some
real
of them.
quick, man, just so you know, we keep it consistent. Ice Cube, The Predator. We got Gangster, Daily Operation, Showbiz and AG, Runaway Slave, Eric B, Rakim, Don't Sweat the Technique.
Yep.
We've got Lord Finesse, Return of the Funky Man, EPMD, Business Never Personal, BDP, Sex and Violence, Diamond D, Stunts, Blunts and Hip Hop.
The beats on that album, dude. That's some boom bap, too.
Positive K,
Yes.
Skills That Pay the Bills. What else did we have?
I got
here?
Redman, What the Album,
What
dude.
the Album.
That's, you want to learn how to roll a blunt? Go check that shit.
Scientific, Most Blunted, MC Search,
Yes.
Return of the Product, Spice
Yes.
One, Spice One.
House of Pain's album.
House of Pain's fucking album, man.
Dude, even MC Search, did you say that?
Yep.
Okay.
And
I'm
Bushwick,
listening.
Bushwick Bill, Little Big Man.
Spice One.
Spice One already said that. And
Sick.
that's it, man. That's.
But then
there's many
Das
more.
Effects' first album was this year. I think I said it wrong in one of the other ones. I think I said it was like a different year or some shit.
In 92.
But that was definitely this motherfucking year. And Cool G
92.
Rap, DJ Polo, man. Live and Let Live, dude. Live and Let Die is more what it was called. Chiali. But
So we won't fuck that up next time.
nah.
Sorry, man.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah,
You'll find out, bro.
You'll
Find out next time, pretty much.
We're learning as we go, man.
Yeah, dude. But cheers for tuning in, guys. Sorry if that one maybe pushed an extra couple minutes over the last one. We just got that passion, dude. These were some albums, bro.
Not really sorry, man.
Not at all.
Not at all. You can go fuck yourself.
Called courtesy.
But we'll see you next week with 94.
Yes, we will, dude. We'll hit it. And 94 is a tough motherfucking album, too.
Bro, one thing you haven't done.
Yeah.
You got to pick, motherfucker. I've just got the phone
what? No,
call.
it's your pick.
Come on, dog.
I picked last week.
Man, don't
This-
put that kind of pressure on me, man.
Because I was thinking, I was like, I'm glad it's not me. But I got another hard one
man.
next
So
week.
I got
Okay, if you could pick one album, I'm gonna blast them off right now. You can pick one album and that's it. That's all you got,
One
man.
album out of the 5.
One album. What is it, man? Those albums were Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers, man. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style, Das Effect, Straight Up Suicide, Cypress Hill, Black Sunday, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders. What is it? We count you off now, dog.
I'm taking my motherfucking killer tape, man.
Ah,
I'm taking
yeah,
my killer
dude.
tape,
I'll
bro.
buy you 4 more fucking killer tapes,
36
dog.
chambers, man. We're gonna fuck
Fucking
these Martian
36
heads up, man.
chambers.
Pump, stomping
Yeah.
on MCs.
Shaolin style, bro. Toad style is immensely strong, dude. Yeah, peace out, brothers.
Peace.
Bong bong.
Yeah. For the 90 now.
90 now.
All heads realize.
Wrekonize.
Real heads on the rise.
Wrekonize, my brother.
Boot camp coming through. 1, 2,
click, click,
3,
and the night.
3, 2, 1. Represent my son. Show him how it's done.
So that's all for now, but we'll be back.